If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the peak. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy.
What's up?
Top of the AFC, baby! Woo!
Or
Goosies. Wow, that game was over in like 3 seconds. I mean, Von Ginkel just put the dagger in him. That team stinks.
You know what's amazing? I'm no defensive guru. But after the first time, the DB came to the sideline like, what do y'all want me to do?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you have to come to the realization we need to do something different?
I don't know what you like. Tua was talking about this. I don't know what you do because they had on that first touchdown 2 guys willy-nilly down the sideline. It's either, do we do Achan because he's got a linebacker on him and that's not going to work, or do you do Cheetah who's just like whoop, whoop, whoop. And there he is. He's free once again, running down the field, 78 yards.
I mean, holy smokes! But you know, they always seem to have a nice mix, right? Like, I think part of the thing that makes this offense so good is that you know that cheetah play is there.
Yeah.
But you don't know when it's coming.
Well, I like the fact that him and Tua just never seem to be on the same page, but it doesn't really seem to matter because, like, every play, Cheetah's like, yeah, I kind of ran the wrong route there, but Tua threw the perfect spot. I adjusted, or Tua saw me. I wasn't running the right route, but it doesn't matter because I'm the cheetah and I'll just go figure it out. And like, so these two just have like, maybe things aren't perfect, but they have that kind of chemistry right now where it's just like, yeah, Tua, he had Achane, but he saw me. And obviously you're going to throw it to me because I'm going to run past everybody. So it's crazy how these guys have put together such a chemistry with one another that because because they're so good between accuracy and speed, they could just make up for anything. It's amazing.
Right. But here's the other thing, that when you go to all of the top duos in the league, they'll all say the same thing, that maybe that route wasn't supposed to be run that way, but we were on the same page. Right? Bernie's told you that with me.
Yeah.
Like, I never had any plays designed for me, but Bernie would turn around and look and go, be available, right? I knew what that meant. And I think that the other thing that we need to understand is this, and I've told people this, they don't quite understand it. You know why a deep ball looks good?
Mm-hmm.
And they go, oh, the deep ball hit him right in the breadbasket. Because the receiver is adjusting his speed, his angle, all these things, right? He's adjusting while he's adjusting to the ball. So it looks good, but he's the one controlling. All the quarterback has to do is kind of put it in an area where he can catch it. The good receivers always seem like that's where it was supposed to go because they adjust to get it. Tyreek, to look over this shoulder and then turn and look over this shoulder and catch it like it's no big deal, that is hard to do.
Yeah, the crazy thing is he apparently is so fast that he did the wrong thing and then said, I fixed it because Tua put it in the right place. I went the wrong way.
It's almost like he was running a post and so Tua goes, no, it was supposed to be a corner.
It's crazy.
But
it's
that's
the thing that makes
that good, that relationship good, is that if you throw it to the open area, your guy's gonna go get it.
Oh,
Right? And
so good.
he knows, and Cheetah knows, if I just get past this guy, he gonna put it in a place where I could catch it.
The Dolphins were explosive yesterday. Yes, the Commanders stink, but like immediately you're already on a historic pace with 3 throws, because it's like you're already on this crazy pace with Tyreek, but it took 3 throws. It's like, all right, we already had 130 yards, a little 60 touchdown, a little 78.
Dude,
And
I've always explained to you guys what motion does to a defense.
oh my God.
Now, what Cheetah does that's so unique, he does very fast motion.
Scares the hell out of them.
So they don't have enough time to give all their signals, because when he says hut, it's go time. And he does that quick motion outside, right? I don't know how you defend it, because the only teams that have given the Dolphins problems are the teams that kind of squunch everybody in the middle of the field and take away those deep ends and those crossing routes.
Yeah.
But maybe Washington did that and they went over the top.
It was crazy,
So
dude.
it was crazy. I mean, that was one of those games. They were so scared of one thing that the other thing was going off at will also.
Yeah,
Like
tough
they
one
were going to run the ball when they wanted to.
Tough one for Ron Rivera to take over the defensive play call. He's going to take over.
You're also taking over the defensive play calling without Sweat and who's the outside guy? Chase.
Oh yeah, they traded him to San Fran.
They trade San Fran. Is
Yeah,
it Chase Young.
Chase Young. Yeah,
Right. So they try having a defensive, any type of defensive secondary with no pass rush. It doesn't work.
Get us some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Dolphins, they win 45-15. Tua's numbers 18-24, 280, 2 touchdowns, both of them to Tyreek Hill, who finished with 5 catches, 157 yards, and Devon Achane in his true return, 103 total yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. He's also very fast.
Wow. And that's not even the crazy thing. We talking about Devon Achane. He ain't even the lead rusher on the team, baby.
Nope. Nope.
So, you try to work somebody else in, and I mean, I don't know if he'll end up being the backup, but as of right now, he's the second leading rusher.
Man, it's
so fast. So, I mean, tight ends getting some action.
Oh, Julian Hill. What a play that was.
Yeah.
Little shimmy shake from Tua on the Tua's a monster on third down yesterday, dude. He was killing it. I mean, it was
free rusher and he shakes him.
Yep. Shook him, dude. He was in the zone yesterday. I think that was one of those things that, they took care of the football. Mm-hmm. It was a clean game. I know, look, I'm not trying to sit here and say, hey, you beat the Grizzlies. Who cares? You're on the road. You beat them by 30. Was never close, and you played a clean game, which is what I've been wanting them to do for 4 weeks in a row.
More importantly, the trajectory, instead of being flat, looks like it's pointing up.
Pointing up.
I think that's the most important thing, because here's what happened. You look at a team like San Francisco, who had that rut, and now they're trying to turn it on.
Yep.
Versus a team like Philly, who was coasting because they find a way to win. And they got mollywopped. Add that to your list. Do you think that's intangible?
Mollywopped? I don't think it is. Isn't
okay, give it back to me. Give it back. No, I'll take it back. Take it
yours.
Off the list.
Refund.
Huh? Yeah, that's not that's in my vernacular growing up.
We were just talking yesterday. Leroy and I were texting back and forth, and we were wondering, do you think that Christian Wilkins makes fun of Zach Sealer for his inability to chase after the quarterback like he does? Because he looks so much more tired. Because Christian Wilkins can chase a QB down for 50 yards. Zach Sealer, if he doesn't get him in those first 4, he's so tired.
Right? It's like, you got this one? Because
But if he gets there, he'll kill him. I mean, like he got like there was like the next play after I said that, like he got him like immediately, just like a bear. Just
right. He just opened up and there was nowhere to go. What about oh my God, who was it? Oh, Nick Chubb almost had a sack.
Bradley Chubb
again.
Yeah.
He just seems like he's there, but not quite.
Well, you know who's always there? Andrew Von Ginkel.
Dude, I can't.
Can
you believe this? Here's what I find hard to believe. Now, he was balling last year.
Yep.
Right? Before Fangs got here. Same thing with Agba. Agba was putting in good work to the point where they didn't just get rid of him because, I mean, they can use him now, you know, with the injury bug hitting. But you can't take him off the field.
He's amazing.
How you go from not playing to almost being a necessary part of the defense?
He is just always in the right spot.
Right.
He had the pick 6 yesterday. He's a QB killer. And like this is what we said. Like, look, losing Jalen Phillips is not great, but we did see this movie early in the year, and this guy was arguably your best defender. And so you're going to give him more action and more impact positions. And it was crazy. His first game back, he's just it was, and I know, look, I know that Commanders team gives this dude, he has NFTF. He's always in the right spot. And he almost had a block punt yesterday too. Yeah. He was like this close from having a block punt. Guy's amazing.
I tell you the other thing, even with that lead, they didn't turn off the pressure. They didn't turn off the heat, like offensively and defensively. You know when they turned it down? When Mike White came into the game. Then you knew.
But I liked how the Dolphins got down to that position where they're like, well, we're at the 4. It's 4th down. What's less of a jerk move, kicking the field goal or the touchdown? Nah, we'll go for the touchdown. Oh, well.
It's true, though.
Should have offered him the job, Ron Rivera. Maybe he would have shown you the mercy that he showed Sean Payton.
Is it true? What can you say if you're the other team?
What can you do? I don't know.
You'd be more insulted if you kicked the field goal. Right?
You're in a no-win position there.
Well, no, you're in a win-win situation. It ain't your fault they can't stop you.
I like that Larry Zonka yesterday, who was great. He was in his peak Twitter form yesterday, where he just goes, "Should we have been playing Von Ginkel more?" Hashtag MIA versus WAS. Hashtag fins up. Hashtag NFL.
Yes. Like, wait. It went from, and it's not his fault at all. Went for, Von Gink's got to play now, to why wasn't he not playing? Because if you think about last year, he really didn't do anything that would warrant him not getting an opportunity. He wasn't terrible.
No,
he was all over the field.
Dude, this guy was like a whisker away from being a Patriot this offseason, though. They basically like had a Fangs last-minute recruit to bring him back. And it is amazing. I mean, he's probably going to be Defensive Player of the Week.
I mean, he's all over the place. So you think about this, the energy that front 7 plays with, right? I mean, does anybody remember what Christian Wilkins did to Breece Hall? 50 yards down the field?
Terrible.
Right? So, like, just that action. Sure, we can get away with, Sealer taking a knee every now and then because he can't run.
Look, he's a monster. It's just if he doesn't get there, he doesn't have. It's not fair that your best friend has the pursuit of a lion after the quarterback. Because I think most people are like Sealer. It's just that your best friend has this insane motor that he keeps chasing. But like, if he didn't get to howl like the first move, he's like, oh damn.
Yeah, that Sam Howell boy, he does sling it.
Oh yeah, he's trying to throw it up there for sure.
And here's the thing: of all the young quarterbacks that we've seen, he's actually not bad.
No,
he just got no time. He's running for his life, but some of the throws that he made on the run were really good.
Yeah,
they got nothing, and this is what kills quarterbacks too. The fact that now he's not going to be able to progress as a professional quarterback because the only thing he knows is running for his damn life.
It's kind of impressive that he actually throws for as many yards as he does, that he's not gun shy because he's not going to get killed.
He'll be old Derek Carr check down.
Oof.
Check down Charlie.
We'll take a quick break. Lots to get to. We'll hear a little bit from Cheetah and Tua after the game. Marcos?
Yes.
Look at you and me, dude. A couple 2-1ers after the first week, you know? Just a couple 2-1ers, you know?
Here we go.
Take a quick break. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Back after this.
Previously.
The old love using the term up to snuff.
WQAM.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Miami Dolphins blowout city yesterday over the Washington Commanders. We got a great show yesterday from Tua and Tyreek Hill. Although I think my favorite part of the broadcast, honestly, if I had to pick, was getting a preview of how much Tua loves Christmas. Because we were asking for this for Hard Knocks. We know this man loves Christmas. We have known this for a long time. He loves Christmas. He loves Christmas. And yesterday, because it was a blowout, they go to Hard Knocks material during the broadcast. And they go, well, Stink, did you know Tua loves Christmas? And take a look at this. And it goes to a QB meeting. I'm assuming they're trying to come up with some maybe meeting playlist. I don't know if you ever get a little maybe note-taking music. I don't know what was going on. But Tua was upset with Mike White and Skylar Thompson because they don't want to listen to Christmas music. And he goes, fine, I'll just get an AirPod by myself and I'll listen to it. He goes, you're just going to be listening to Michael Bublé? He goes, oh, Silver Bells? And then you know how the kids will say, Leroy, that a song slaps?
Yes.
He literally says Silver Bells and slaps his knee. Like just with jolly Christmas joy, Tua. And then
I love Christmas.
He says the term that I never thought I'd ever hear out of anybody.
Yes, here it comes.
Michael Bublé is a beast.
I love Christmas.
He loves Christmas. Michael Bublé is a beast.
Well, he's not as much of a beast as Mariah Carey, whose one song,
oh man,
every Christmas hits #1 on the chart.
Dominant.
I mean, that's better than the Patriots. That's better than the old Celtics. Like, she is undefeated with this song.
Michael Bublé, we thought we heard from him before. I love Christmas. It's come out. He's been wearing Christmas pajamas after a game before. No, this man is like, I'll get one AirPod. I'll listen to it myself. We're not going to listen to Christmas music here because I love Christmas. He wants to hear his Christmas music. And quite frankly, if I were Tua, I would make Skylar Thompson and Mike White dress like elves to entertain me in the meeting room.
You can't do that.
I love Christmas.
Why not?
You can only do it to the rookies.
No, they should. No, they need to be hazed for their lack of Christmas joy.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, so you want to get them for lack of Christmas joy? And there was one athlete out there talking about the world is flat. What should happen to him?
No. I don't know, but like they need.
Listen, and keep in mind, as egregious as you think that is, there's far more worse things. Like people that don't like Christmas music, I get that, right? You got to be into Christmas to like the music, right? It's just like I look forward to all those raggedy looking cartoons from the 70s and 80s.
Bro, dude, can I tell you, I got for $8 this weekend because I got my son the classic Rudolph. They don't have it available anywhere. They were like, I'm like, nobody is streaming classic Rudolph? No, $8.
No, you got to go to one of your streaming.
Dude, it's not anywhere because they'll tell you like other ways to watch. Amazon, they're like, nope, we're holding this sucker because we know you're gonna buy it for $7, and they were right.
Did he enjoy it at least?
Loved it.
Oh, okay.
Loved it.
Come on, like those are classics. And even though, let's just say, the CGI was 0.5.
Oh my God.
Don't go into it thinking like you go see Kylo Ren doing lightsaber work and things like that. You're not, right? It is the OG of cartoons and claymation. They don't move smoothly, right? Sometimes the lips aren't moving with the words. That's okay. It's enjoy. Christmas shows are amazing. I can't look. I could be watching the most important thing in the world. If I pass one of them channels and there's a cartoon on, which one? Oh, this one with the abominable snowman. I got this one.
Yukon Cornelius had to think on his feet.
Come on. Wait, So that is must-see TV. You tell me what, like, I don't know. I think you have to be older, though. I think as a kid, because understand, like, when I was a kid, they would show one of these cartoons for like the first day of December all the way up until Christmas. So it was like one every night. So it was, which one is this one? Which one they play tonight? Which one is, they didn't have like, the thing that you have, you got to look at the TV guide, right? So, yeah. So now, they kind of binge them. Like they show them all in one day on a channel and listen, okay, I've seen The Christmas Story. I don't need to see it all day.
Oh, that's a TBS. That's a TBS move right there.
They show the same movie all day. Come on.
Lazy.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not lazy, Tyreek Hill. He's very fast. Very fast. Here he was. This was him on his second touchdown to Tua, the one where he made that crazy adjustment. This is him describing what the hell happened there.
The second touchdown, it was like surprising, man. It was like a cover 3. I believe it was cover 3, and the way that I ran my route, I thought I ran a perfect route, and I was looking this way and I had to adjust back this way. And, it was just one of those things that, Tua, he does a great job of throwing the ball exactly where it needs to be. And I thought he was wrong. Went back and watched the film. It was like, bro, like you threw the ball exactly where I was supposed to be. Because I was bending it in and I wasn't supposed to bend it in. So it was just one of those things, just put it up, man. He down there somewhere. So,
you went and watched it with him?
Yeah. No, so we watched it right after it happened because we got iPads on the sideline. And I was like, bro, like you can't throw me like that, bro. Like, and he was like, bro, I threw it exactly where like we teach it. I was like, no way. He pointed out on film. I was like, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Oh, say he pulled out a red flag. You want to review it?
This is their relationship. Oh, I'm sorry. Tua.
My bad. And this is after a touchdown.
I think it's hard for Tyreek Hill to ever quibble with Tua because he's got 1,500 yards already. So you know what? Or just knocking on the door of 1,500 yards.
He's got like 1,475 with.
He is. Let's see. He has 1,481 yards. You want to know what second place is?
Just over 1,000. That's Pikachu, right?
It's not Pikachu. It's CeeDee Lamb, 1,182. Okay.
Pikachu just went over 1,000.
Pikachu.
Is it?
I know. Yeah, the dude on the Rams.
Yeah.
Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua, yeah.
Puka Nakua.
So here's the crazy thing about him.
Pikachu's much better.
It looked like he had to be life flighted out of that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you blink your head and 17's running down the field again. I'm like, wait. You can't look like we're gonna have to take you directly to X-ray to the hospital because they brought him off the field. He was like this. And I'm telling you, 15 minutes later, he was running down the field. Like nothing happened.
Karen says, does that mean that Tua has more successful challenge flags than Mike McDaniel? I knew he wasn't going to win that challenge. First of all, I don't see the point in challenging that early. It just seems like a waste of time.
Here's the thing.
You know the Commanders aren't going to do it again.
Here's the problem, though. The problem is that sometimes you challenge it not necessarily because you think you're right, but it just looks like a play that should be challenged because you're not sure, right? And then it kind of slows up. I love the way challenges happen right after big plays. You can call timeout. That's like a timeout in basketball when the team going to a 10-point run, right? Timeout. So it does a lot of things other than just the challenge. It does give you an opportunity to break up the little run or whatever, to get everybody recomposed, and you might as well just say you had an excuse to call a timeout, which is a challenge.
They had that. I mean, like, I don't like how sometimes they got to let a play out, like last night and Sunday night where they had to have like the scoop and score go all the way back. I'm like, he was down. What are we doing here? Wasting time.
Because here's why they do it. Because you can fix that. But if you blow it dead, you can't.
False joy.
It's dead right at that moment. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
If you
get
blow it dead, it's dead. You can't do nothing about it. If you let the play continue, right, then you can go back and fix it. So that's why they let it play out.
Yesterday, Tyreek Hill tweets out, Tua, best in the world.
Love that.
I think he meant world, but
Nah. Best in the world.
best in the world.
Oh,
Is he
so
Bill
you're speaking
Simmons?
like Tobin.
I love it, man. Those guys are they are linking up. They are so much fun to watch.
Did you feel good? One thing I felt good about is that was the first time in a long time that they jumped out to a lead and kept applying pressure.
Yeah.
So the and I get it as the Commanders, they never had a chance.
No.
From start to finish, they never had a chance.
Well, I think the thing that's it's great for a couple of symbols. They did that. They kept it riding. They did it on the road. And yeah,
anytime you can win a road game like that, you have to think we're pretty good at home.
Yeah.
And that gives us one additional home game, right?
Dude, they have now 4 out of their last 5 all at home.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Remember the beginning of the year when they got up to that great start and then you realize all these things were on the road. So when it gets to the end of the season, we're going to be in our own bed. Everybody's going to be doing their own thing. Right.
I think I saw this morning that if the Jaguars win out, they get the number one seed. They control it. But if they lose tonight, you know what that puts the Dolphins?
Number 1.
Catbird seed.
I'd rather not be number 1 this early.
Why not, baby?
Because.
Why not, baby?
I'm just saying.
Let it ride.
No, like stop that. Stop.
Why?
Because I want them to have the feeling of chasing. Right? December is where you start playing your best best football. At no point in time do I want them to feel like they can relax. So if you're in chase mode, you're always applying pressure, right? If you know that the team that is first, right, they have to slip up, you still applying pressure. You're still winning. You're still preparing. You're still doing all the things so you don't let them out of your reach, right? If you're up there, it's a different mentality.
If you don't think karma's a real thing, how is it that the New England Patriots have lost 3 straight, giving up 10 or less points?
First of all, if I may, I didn't want
10 or less points.
I did not want to pick this game, but it was like
you had other choices.
Not really, right? And I picked it reluctantly, and I'm like, I want a game with the team, the favorite, scoring 6 points. Think about that.
How does Bill Belichick just not go back? Like he just has to think to himself, look, this is the payoff. Like, you know, Robbie always had the saying, the bill is due. Bill Belichick's karma bill is due. I'm sorry. It just is. Like this man, the cheating, the Super Bowls, he deserves to sit back there. 3 straight games. My defense has given up 10, 10, 6, 0-3.
Is that unbelievable?
10, 10, 6 points, no wins.
So they might be leading the leading scoring defensive scoring average because in the last 3 games they've given up a total of 26 points.
It's incredible. It is. I don't even understand what we're watching.
But my thing is this. I get the offense is terrible. But you can't say that they're not. This never happens.
They went full Zappy yesterday. They finally.
But this never happens. Your defense gives up 10, 10, and 6. And in the NFL, you lose all 3?
I think 1938 was the last time it happened. I think I saw.
With no forward passes?
1938. Take a quick break. Back after this.
Victory Monday.
lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, all just
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We'll get back into the Dolphins in just a bit. Hour two coming on up. We'll hear from the Dolphins QB. But obviously, big story yesterday. The college football playoff has made everybody pissed. I really don't know how to feel about this, Leroy, because it involves a lot of people I hate. So I don't really have a petty pony in the race. Like, because I want to sit here. I do feel like the Seminoles were wronged, but also screw FSU. And then also, I don't want Alabama to get one up because I hate Nick Saban. So I don't want to see him get better off of all this. So I'm very torn. It feels like I really can't. I feel like I should be upset about FSU, but also 2000, kiss my ass. Like, you guys shouldn't have even been in that national championship game. So it happens. Like, it happens.
Here's
but
the
like
problem.
the one thing I also don't like is I don't like turning on TV today and Feinbaum telling me to shut up because he should shut up. I hate him.
Here's the problem. Okay. You have this BCS. Everybody, waits for it when it comes out after like week 10.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what you did now would show that it didn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter to the SEC, is what it seems like. That's the thing that always annoys me about college football is that league gets to play by different rules than everybody else.
That's just a recent thing, though.
Nah, not really. It's been basically since Nick Saban's Nick Saban's gotten to play by different rules than everybody else.
From I would say 93 till maybe Nick Saban, the only team that won the national championship was Florida in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20 years, right? A 20-year stretch, almost a 15-year stretch. All right. And here's the problem. Okay. And I hate this for this reason. If all of your teams are ranked with the first ranking, then by the time you guys play each other, it's beating a ranked team. And so you're basically propping the rest of your league up because teams that probably shouldn't have been ranked were ranked. For example, Texas A&M every year starts off top 10?
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
Yeah.
Why?
You know they're going to blow it.
Blow it? They haven't even been close to that.
You know they're going to blow it.
And Texas A&M knows. They fired their coach and gave him $76 million to get the hell out of town.
Thunder, by the way, mentions LSU. LSU did win a championship.
LSU did, but that was after Florida.
Yeah.
Right. So, but
no, I'm specifically talking like basically since Nick Saban got to Alabama, that league gets to play by different rules. Specifically, he gets to play by different rules, and he knows it because he gets on there. Even the years he gets screwed, he's up there on television trying to campaign why he should get on there. And then this year it works. He actually does get to get in there. And I think the thing that's tough is like what we're punishing Florida State because their quarterback got hurt. When in sports,
wait. What do you say about Nick Saban replacing his quarterback that got him there?
Yeah, since when has a team getting through adversity of injury? When has a team gotten punished for that in the history of sports? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Anybody ever heard of Jeff Hostetler? Who's the quarterback down here that played while Greasy was out?
Earl Morrall.
Earl Morrall. Yeah.
Oh, see that? I'm an
NFL insider. He's an NFL insider.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's happened. Anybody know Kurt Warner?
Heard of him?
What was he?
A bag boy.
Like to make it like they are spitting in the face of sports.
Yeah.
By saying we're not gonna take you because your starting quarterback is out. You know our roster? You know what we have, right? Like it's an insult to sport that You're looking at rosters now to determine not whether your team won or lost, but you're looking at the roster. And last time I checked, before the season starts, anybody go undefeated in the Power 5 conferences gets a bid. End of discussion. Right now all of a sudden, we're waiting losses, right? Because here's the thing. You know who's benefited from this? Not Alabama. Because here's what the whatever it is, committee understood. You really want to lose credibility? Don't put Texas in. You see what I'm saying? So if Alabama would have went in without Texas and Texas beat Alabama.
Yeah, you couldn't have done that.
You couldn't.
You could have.
That's why Alabama shouldn't be in.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, but he always gets to play by different rules, which is again why I hate this, because I hate him, but I like to laugh at the Seminoles. But I think this is the thing that got
it. They earned it. I think like they earned the right to be there.
I think the thing that sucks is like, we talked all this year. Oh, there's all these conferences are going to be super conferences. No, we don't want that. We don't want all these people jumping. Well, what possible reason left is there for any of these schools to want to stick with the ACC? Because now you basically treated them like they're the MAC. Like
exactly.
Like it's crazy that
you're
that's
sitting
the
at
position
the table,
they're going with.
You're sitting at the table of Power 5 conferences, but they ain't really looking at you.
Yeah, it's
they ain't
crazy.
asking you questions. They ain't asking you what you think. Because here's the thing. More importantly, when the season starts, was Norvell goes to his team. They set forth goals. All the guys are excited and bought in. They do everything their coach asks, fight through adversity, lose a quarterback, have to go with a young quarterback, still find a way to win. And you get to the end and they say, that ain't good enough.
Yeah, sorry.
What do you tell your kids? What do you tell them? What do you tell them?
This is one of those like, oh, life's not fair. I don't know, like what is
and then they're gonna get blowed out by Georgia.
Yeah. And really, if they're gonna take anybody out, they should take out those Michigan Stolverines. I mean, they're the ones who are out here cheating. Why aren't they punished? If they need to take somebody out, the only game if you cheat the game, the only one you're cheating is cheating yourselves.
Really? That's you just want to, he just like you lashing out, dude. You just lashing out. Like you want to hose everybody down.
I just think this is like it just feels like every
year.
What
you need to be getting ready for? That bad boy for life pinstripe bowl.
Bro, when I saw what the Canes were in, I was like, excuse me? The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. So it's not we're just playing in Yankee Stadium. They're playing Rutgers in Yankee Stadium, and it's sponsored by a lawnmower.
Wait, here's what's funny. In a place that barely grows grass. So everybody, let me think. Didn't Notre Dame play Illinois in Soldier Field, and they had to go the same way?
Something like Wrigley. I think it was
Wrigley. So they would go down there, and then they would turn and go down like a scrimmage. Like, what are we doing? We don't have enough fields on this planet.
Stun Steve says they've already played in this bowl, which I believe is true, but I don't believe it was sponsored by a lawnmower.
But guess what? And guess who they play?
Rutgers. The fighting Galens.
The anticipation is just riveting.
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait.
Can I just say, I'm telling you right now, my fancy is not tickled.
Well, don't spoil it, man. We got a segment for that.
Fancy, not tickled.
I'm just telling you right now, don't even include it. You got a third string quarterback because TVD is in the transfer portal.
Yep.
So it's Jakari. And let's see it. Kitchens is out.
Schmiethen's right when he says Cristobal and Shiano are going to have a tough off. You talk about two guys who hate kneeling more than anybody. You got Shiano, who will start fights when people try to kneel, and then you have one guy who refuses to kneel.
Which one's tougher?
Who's You think you're tough,
The-
Gianna?
the-
No,
the one-
you're not tough. You're not
Neither
tough.
one of them are tougher because they're both playing in the Pinstripe Bowl because they decided to be badasses.
Do you get a free lawnmower? Because that's a real. I looked up those lawnmowers yesterday. Expensive, but they look nice.
Riding
Right.
mowers.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Hey, wait, can I just say this? This is gonna go down as one of my astute observations. Is that one of the traits of a redneck? You got to have a riding mower. I don't care how big your yard is or small. Because I drive down to 136 and there's guys with riding mowers and they ain't barely got enough grass, but he be riding it around.
I feel like it's been replaced a little bit by the golf cart down here, but the riding mower used to be the king. It used to be the way you showed your redneck wealth.
Everybody's got a golf cart down here.
Paul, hey, you know it should just be SEC, SEC, SEC versus SEC, Paul. That's how it should be. Quit this crying from everybody. Boo-hoo. Washington Huskies. Not even a real dog, Paul. Anyway, take a quick break. Back after this. Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
I love Christmas.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let us get into some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Dolphins been talking about this win. They win by 30 on the road against the Washington Commanders, 45-17. Raheem Mostert has 16 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Isn't that the most since Ricky?
Yep.
So crazy.
I think he has as many as the Patriots this season.
Well, if you had one, you had more than they had in the last 3 weeks.
Did you guys notice like how many Dolphins took over FedEx Field?
Yeah,
like,
it was crazy.
The Let's Go Dolphins chants were quite loud. Not that I could blame the Commanders for not wanting to show up to watch that poop fest. Oof.
And they got it. I think they got a decent quarterback.
Yeah, they just they got some pieces, but the foundation ain't great. He's getting killed, and they got entire secondary got left for burnt toast by Cheetah.
I never seen so many guys come to the sideline going, What do you want me to do?
Pretty wild, man. Dolphins long snapper Blake Ferguson, he tweets, "Can't wait to see what the herd has to say about Tua tomorrow."
And you have, he's gonna put it on Tyreek.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the big thing. Everyone's gonna be doing.
And if it was that big of a deal, why didn't Kansas City keep it? Maybe Mike McDaniel knew how to get the most out of that.
Maybe he did because I saw Patrick Mahomes plenty of time yesterday, although he did look like he should have gotten a pass interference late. I saw him plenty of time try to go deep yet again to win the game, and yet who was not open? Chiefs receivers. It's tough.
It's tough.
It's hard out here when you have a voice like Kermit the Frog. You know what I'm saying there, Marcos? By the way, for our Dolphins out there, if you guys are going to tune into Monday Night Football tonight, maybe you want to keep tabs on the Jags, see if they fall out of the number 1 seed. We'll see. Tua.
Who do they play?
Cincinnati. No Joe Burrow, of course. But Tua.
Jacksonville ain't there yet. So I'm not putting it, it's not impossible because you know what I mean with Jacksonville not being there yet.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But Tua, he is going to appear on the Manning cast tonight.
Yep.
So if you guys are interested to see Tua with 2 quarterbacks who probably look up to him, Peyton and Eli, you could check that out tonight. Tua will be on the Manning cast.
I'm sorry, did you say Peyton and Eli look up to Tua?
I would think so, wouldn't you? Like, like they were accurate, but they're not Tua accurate, so I would feel like they would want to, maybe get some tips, to show Arch. They can teach their nephew.
Sure. Was Peyton or Eli known to have a big arm? Eli more than Peyton, right?
No, Eli, but Peyton would make like would Dallas Clark? He was like all world with Peyton Manning.
Right.
Love feeding Dallas Clark.
You ever notice that guys that don't have cannons for arms, their tight ends are usually some of the best in the league?
Not Tua though. He never.
No, not Tua. But Tua throws it deep.
Dude, his deep ball to Tyreek is so pretty. It's my favorite thing in the sport.
It's hard not to get excited. Oh, he's open! Just launch it.
But like even like when he just steps up and he hits those real piss whistles right in third down, I was like, oh, that's pretty.
Hey, I was watching football yesterday. Guess who made an appearance?
Who?
30 for 30.
Oh, really? He's still doing the thing, huh?
No, Derek Carr got jacked up, concussed. So 30 for 30 had to come in.
Let me ask you this. How was it watching the Flacco experience yesterday?
I had to send out a tweet apologizing because he went right down the field like the dude been a starting quarterback all year.
Dialed it up?
Dude, accurate, still got some cannon. He gets rid of the ball quicker. I don't know if he got sacked. I'm like, wow.
Adam Schefter, by the way, this is something to keep an eye on. Derrick Henry, speaking of concussions, he left the fourth quarter of yesterday's game. He is in concussion protocol, so he may not be able to play this upcoming Monday night. Remember, Miami Dolphins have Monday Night Football this upcoming week against the Titans.
Where did he hit? The stadium?
Yeah.
Because that's about the only thing I could imagine that, because that dude is a beast. You don't realize that he not only is he 250, 6'3", but he was clocked at 21 plus miles an hour.
Sheesh. Speaking of injuries too, Jerome Baker, he tweeted out that he'll be back sooner than you think, which is good because when I first saw his own teammate Brandon Jones take out his knee, I thought, oh, he's done for the year. But apparently, friendly fire, dude. I was thinking the Dolphins are going to have to get on the horn to Shaq Leonard immediately.
Before he signs?
Don't sign with the Eagles.
Yeah. I tell you what, I would say I hate friendly fire, but I was the friendly fire person.
Damn.
Hey, man, don't be making sudden moves around me when an interception has occurred. See, now you can run around because can't nobody hit you when you ain't looking. That wasn't the thing when I played. So, like, if anybody just a glimpse, anything flash, hit it and worry about it afterwards.
It's a tough go when you get cooked on a wheel route. If you're Jerome Baker, you try and do the thing where you're chasing him down and make it a great effort, and then out of nowhere, your knees get taken out by your own teammate. That's a tough sequence.
That's how you know I hurt my knee. I caught a pass. I was running up the sideline, and the wide receiver was running to get in front of me, and the guy he was supposed to block was chasing him, and then hit me, and I never saw him. And Bill goes, if you're not going to block anybody, get the hell out of the way. That was Bill's response.
That was rough, dude. It was something.
That's how I hurt my knee.
Did you guys see yesterday that the Eagles security guard got into a fight with the 49ers linebacker who poked him in the face?
Saw that.
What?
And the Eagles apparently have this head of security who goes by the nickname Big Dom. And he looks like he runs like a sub shop in Philly. Like that's like he looks like Big Dom has the apron on.
Built.
Yeah, but he does security for the Eagles on the side. Like that's his gig. He just protect Nick Sirianni at all costs. But Big Dom apparently he got into it with this Dre Greenlaw, pokes him, and then he gets the heave ho. They're like, what about him? And so then they have to kick out Big Dom. It was the only one. Big Dom. Hey, Big Dom. Sorry, we gotta let you go.
So they kick the player out of the game.
Yeah, the player was the instigator. Yeah, he touched him, so they kicked the player out of the game, and then Big Dom he got the heave ho.
I was so hoping somehow Nick Sirianni would take like a poke to the eye or something like that.
Why? You want him to see the way that game was going.
I just like.
I mean, listen. I'll tell you what. That San Francisco, when things are cooking, they are the best team in the NFL.
SDI says Dom touched him first, should be suspended like Cheetah's camera guy.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like this was this whole Cheetah story was made to like make Cheetah look even nicer? Because I saw Cheetah's going to pay that guy's salary for the year. But like Cheetah planted him there in the first place for the celebration. Has this been the plan the whole time?
Solid. Good marketing.
Well, you know what? And sometimes in order to convince somebody to do something, you have to put all of the results up front.
Little
So
sweetener.
if you get fined, I got you. Okay. If you get
Little
suspended,
sweetener.
I got you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry. Hey man, I could get in trouble for don't worry about it. I got you. Right.
RBA.
That's it.
RBA Richie says cement shoes. Good to see a big Dom. Man,
that was a beatdown of epic proportion right there from start to finish.
Yeah, they throttled him, dude.
Throttled them. And the only thing that stopped them from getting throttled more was the clock ran out.
Yeah. Final headline. We'll get back into hearing from Tua, but final headline. Congratulations, Jim Leyland, of course, manager of the 1997 Florida Marlins.
You know how long I've known him?
No.
We played in a charity golf event, and he was the manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
How many cigarettes did he smoke in the golf cart?
He wasn't in my golf cart. He was in another golf cart, but smoking enough for his voice to get the way it did by the time he was in Miami. But he's a cool old school dude, right? The thing I love about baseball guys, right? Baseball guys will always exaggerate a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always. We had a guy that on a coaching staff in Minnesota. Here's what he told me and Robert one time. He said, Satchel Paige was pitching, and there was a guy hitting, and he gave us the name. He hit the ball so hard, it went between Satchel Paige's legs, hit the top of the bump, and went for a home run. And we I say, hey man,
too much.
You go tell us that story, and we grown ass men. Yeah, it really happened. It really happened. So first of all, it would have been a ground rule double.
Yeah,
because it hit the ground. So it wouldn't have been a home run. So before you even come to us, at least know the rules of baseball.
Dr. Toboggan said it's like Wade Boggs and his 80 beers on a flight.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Oh, man. We'll take a quick break. Let's go to commercial there, Wade Frogs.
Here we go.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock here. Miami Dolphins, they are now 9-3 on the season.
I have a Karen move I may be.
Oh, really?
Involved. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to have knee surgery. I go see the surgeon tomorrow. In advance, I send him my schedule.
Okay.
Is that a Karen move?
No.
Because on the 15th of December, Fonzie's graduating. The doctor only does surgery on Fridays. So I can do one or two things. Do it on the 14th and not go, or do it on the 21st and be banged up for Christmas. But I should have had the surgery 2 months ago. So
you've been putting it off?
No, I just haven't. Going through the different channels, going the doctor that I was going to at the Cleveland Clinic, then they send me to the surgeon. Right. And so, yeah.
If you want, I can do it.
Your football insiders ain't gonna help you with that, brother.
No, that's not. So currently at 9-3, the Miami Dolphins have themselves in a pretty position. 4 out of 5 games left are at home. We know what the gauntlet is to end the season with Dallas and at Baltimore. I don't even really know if I want to consider Buffalo at that point, but you do owe them one. But the MVP odds, Leroy, after this past week, right now, Dak Prescott, the favorite, plus 350.
That changes from week to week, though, with him, with that team. Right.
Brock Purdy, actually, technically, Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, and Dak Prescott all have the same odds. So technically, co-favorites all there.
Right. Okay. Then Tua.
Nope. Patrick Mahomes still ahead of Tua.
Throwing for 112 yards a game.
Though still ahead of Tua. Tua plus 800. Lamar Jackson, then after him, same odds. This is the one I found fascinating, though. Tyreek Hill, who last week I believe was plus 5,000. He's now all the way down. He's now all the way down to he's plus 1,800 in some places, plus 2,000 according to BetMGM.
Y'all want to get in on that?
I'm just saying, Tyreek Hill's odds, they are shifting.
Here's what we do. Between the 4 of us, right? We go. It'll be like $12.50 a man twice, right? And we put half of it on Tua, half of it on Tyreek. So it'll be $25 each.
Do you think that they're gonna split votes from each other? Is that gonna be a problem for them? Because here's the thing,
because if you are when you're voting for an individual, right? The people that were gonna vote for Tua are gonna vote for Tua anyway.
But I think the thing that's crazy about it is Tua has the game he has yesterday, perfect passer rating, right? Great game from him. But to see his odds slide back and Tyreek's slice down that much, it already feels like the narrative is flipping to, oh, no. If this thing happens for the Dolphins, and it's obviously going to have to be with Tyreek breaking the record, but if it does happen for the Dolphins, they're going to swing it more to Tyreek, which is a tough place for the Dolphin fan to be at. Because
You know why? Here's the only reason why Tua isn't ranked higher. It has to do with people not wanting to admit they were wrong. Okay? All the nonsense that was said about Tua 2 years ago, and even last year to some extent, right? If you vote for Tua, you're acknowledging that you were 100% wrong. Now, we know some of these talking heads. Ain't no way in hell. So Tyreek may get some of those votes just because the petty they have towards Tua for whatever reason.
Well, it's like we look at yesterday, right? And like Tyreek has told you, first of all, his quarterback, Tyreek walks off the field yesterday and tells the NFL cameras, and he says to Tua, he's an MVP. Tweets out afterwards, says he's best in the world. Then tells you his 2 touchdowns. One was a Tua audible to call for Tyreek Hill and find Tyreek Hill because he saw the coverage. The other, everybody blamed Tua for throwing it to the wrong place. They gave all the credit to Tyreek, and Tyreek's telling you, no, it was my mistake. He threw it in the right place, and I had to adjust because I screwed up initially. But everybody's coming out of this game saying Tyreek's more valuable than Tua, which is, again, not a place that I want to be at. But I think in this case, I should go to the most credible person, who should be Tyreek Hill, who is telling you Tua's the MVP.
Right. Right.
But it's crazy to me.
I told you the lengths that people will go not to admit they were wrong. For example, you know what yours is?
What's that?
Not a true loss.
Yeah, like Sunday, like Saturday against the Pacers. Not a true loss.
Not a true loss.
The Pacers, I think, shot 80% in the second half.
It was ridiculous. They couldn't miss. All those shots they missed the first night while still scoring 130, they made.
Yeah. Today the Heat are off until Wednesday when they have to go have their makeup non-play-in games, the stepchildren games against the Raptors and the Cavs this week. So we'll look forward to that. But yeah, man, here's Tua after the game. This was him talking about just the Commanders. They had no shot, too much speed around the field. I don't know what their options are. Here's Tua on the Commanders having no shot against the Dolphins' speed.
Well, I think it is tough for their safety in that instance when you have guys like Tyreek, guys like Jalen who are on who have one-on-ones, and then the backer out there with Devon. I mean, I don't know what you would expect them to do. If you expect them to cover Tyreek's side, then we're going to throw to Devon. I mean, we liked our matchups, but it definitely is tough when you go man across the board and it's pressed against really fast guys like that.
Too fast, too much speed.
I've never seen a wide receiver, and this is even Randy Moss, because what Randy would do is Randy would give the DB the impression that he was keeping up, and then when the ball went in the air, he took off. Right? It turned on another gear. Tyreek, after 15 yards, is beating the guy by 5.
Yeah.
And then he may run faster across the end zone than he did to get the touchdown.
Dude, which
is even more amazing.
But he gets in motion, and the fear that you can just see that just gets over the entire defense. They're like, ah! It's moving! And then it's just like willy-nilly touchdown for the running back.
Not to mention, they could do that. Everybody dispersed to go to get Tyreek, and they run right up the middle with Mostert or A-Chan. It's like, holy smokes. And don't let one of them guys get open.
Nope.
It's unbelievable to watch. Take it from a guy who at the time played on the highest scoring offense in the league. This is unbelievable. Just watching this on a week-to-week basis, just watching the different ways in which they attack and watching Mike McDaniel at work. The only time he had a misstep was when he wasn't sure the game was ending. And he kept going.
Can I go?
Is he the only coach wear a sweatsuit?
He's the only one that makes it look good. I don't know what. Did you see the jacket that he wore yesterday, Marcos? It was like it was like red velvet.
Oh, no, I didn't see him catch it right now.
What to the game?
Inside the game.
He had some crazy fur like the week before, didn't he?
The week before he wore sheepskin.
Yeah.
This game it was like a cranberry red. It was like
hey. First of all, we're men. We don't say cranberry.
But that's what it was.
It was red.
Okay, but it was a
and you're a redneck.
You heftier red.
Rednecks don't use cranberry.
I'm telling you, it was just
what about burgundy? Is burgundy on
It
the
wasn't,
table?
but it wasn't quite burgundy. It was like a little
No,
bit,
no, I'm not having this conversation.
like a little
with you.
dash. It was cranberry. It was like cranberry, dude. I'm telling you,
No.
like it looked like cranberry sauce.
No, I was with you 5 years before you got a new pair of tennis shoes. I'm not letting you do this.
Here's Tua, if you got, or here's Tyreek afterwards. The first touchdown, Tyreek sits down, and they of course do the roller coaster celebration, which was top notch. Here was Tyreek Hill. Here's Tyreek.
I like the way they clipped him in. They locked him in.
Rob Hunt just goes. Here's Tyreek on them coming up with the celebration.
It was sweet, right? Typically explains, man, how football is. There's ups and there's downs, man. Credit goes to Jalen Waddle, River Craycraft, and Robert Hunt on the touchdown celebration. Though it was sweet, though, with the whole hand in the air at the seatbelt. That was nice.
Where did that come from?
No, I don't no idea, man. Like we always come up with ideas on Friday, and that was one of the ideas from Waddle, Craycraft, and Rob Hunt. So those guys added, a lot of things, and I was like, okay, whoever scores, we're doing it. So it didn't matter who scored, who's gonna do it regardless.
Amazing. I love that. I love that this is a Friday portion of practice.
Oh, we have. Look, we used to have Friday practice where we get to come up with a trick play.
Oh wow, that's fun.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
Bills or Vikings, or Browns or Vikings?
Vikings. And Brian Billick would say, "That's a fabulous play if you got 17 seconds protection." Because it was like, they said, at some point we need to advance the ball past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that was the only one that didn't work yesterday, where they tried the pitch to Tyreek in the backfield.
Oh my God!
A little backyard football here, and he lost like 12 yards.
Well, he lost 12 yards because he's Tyreek.
Yeah,
he always think he can run himself open.
Take a quick break. Leroy will gather us around the locker room, hand out his game balls and game bums. That's next. This guy's a ball. Welcome on in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let us gather around the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. Leroy has to hand out some game balls and some game bums. What do we got today, Leroy?
Game ball, no secret. Tyreek Hill.
Woo!
Like, I've never seen a wide receiver beat DBs so quickly, right? And how lost he makes DBs look. I mean, they're pros. They're the top 1% of 1%. And still makes them look like high schoolers.
I love the fact that he has come out here and he has blasted people on Twitter for saying that Tua threw the ball wrong. Because there's somebody here called Grant Paulson who he kind of looks like Mike McDaniel's jealous younger brother who wishes he knew football as good as Big Bro. Like if I were to this is Grant if you could this and so
looks like a little bit looks like Dono.
Yeah, but you know he's got the full. He goes, oh, Mike, Big Brother Mike thinks he knows football. I know football, and so Grant had this tweet that pissed a lot of people off in Dolphins Twitter, where he goes, "This is one of the coolest plays I've seen. I cannot stress how bad this throw was and how amazing the play was by Hill. He's got Fuller beat so badly he just flips his hip and goes to get the ball over the wrong shoulder." Tyreek Hill says, "Hey, Grant, no. Bad take. I ran my route wrong. Tua threw that ball exactly where I was supposed to be. He noticed my angle, put enough air on time of it just to give me the time to adjust," with a crying tears emoji. So, Grant, kick rocks, dude.
Ooh, I would have gave him a game bum. But my game bum goes to the College Football Committee.
Well deserved.
And here's why. You have made it irrelevant to win all your games, which is something I never thought would happen. Irrelevant. This is not, hell, Cincinnati made it. Cincinnati made it to the Final Four one time because they went undefeated. And you put Cincinnati there, you go, they deserve to be there. That's what you said. Now you're going to take a Power 5 conference because you're afraid to not include the SEC? Here's the deal. You play 12, 13 games during the course of the year in hopes that you earn the right to be in the playoff. If you lose one of those games, it is not up to you anymore. You had your chance, and you still couldn't do it. Now, what the committee should have did was make Texas and Alabama play again. That would have been, if that's what you're trying to accomplish, and you're trying to show the dominance of the SEC, then you make Texas and Alabama play again.
You want them to have a play-in?
No, just let them play against each other in the playoff. So I don't understand how you can tell a group of young men.
I just think
you did everything that was asked of you, and in a Power 5 conference, still not good enough. This is not when UCF went undefeated. This wasn't that. Okay, this is not all the times like Tulane has one loss and they're ranked in the top 15. This is not that. I don't care what conference you're in. I don't care what because let me ask you this. Even now, if they played again, you think Georgia would beat Alabama?
Maybe. I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no rule in the college football playoff that I'm aware of that says an SEC champ has to be there.
Yeah, but it does feel like they're always.
It does feel right.
It does feel that way. Like that's the thing is they always feel like they get the leg up.
That's a fraud on college football. It really is. It really is because
their loss isn't to an SEC school, so it's like,
right?
What do you if it's so great, but you're not going to punish them?
Great. Then why did Florida State beat the hell out of number 5 LSU at the time? Why did Texas come in and beat where was Alabama? 3rd or 4th?
Yeah, they were high enough.
Right. Why did Alabama lose by 10 at home? Right?
Why do they need a miracle to beat Auburn?
Right. Right. Do you understand they're one play away from have 2 losses?
Crazy.
Then what?
Schmeathan says though, sounds like Leroy is shook about facing Bama.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm really.
Is this cowardice, Leroy?
No, because you're gonna have to play him anyway. So what's the point? So my whole thing is that you tell guys to earn their way on the field, and you say every year you've had 13 games to prove yourself, and Florida State did that. I get they're on their 3rd string quarterback, and I get all that, but they found ways to win.
That's the
and
thing
maybe it won't be the best game, but you can't tell me based on what they've done that they can't find a way to win a football game.
This is the thing that annoys me the most about it is just that, like, at what point does the actual sports matter? It's
right.
Like when
that's my point.
When does it, like, for my entire life watching sports, a quarterback or a team being able to rally and, get through adversity of a guy going down, that was supposed to be looked upon as something that is of honor and rewarded.
Right.
And somehow, because their QBs are hurt, you're punishing them because you're like, we know how this is going to go.
Just think about this. And I'll use this as an example. Say, and this did happen, right? Remember, Tom Brady came in for who? What's the quarterback?
Hanson?
No. I'm talking about in
Bledsoe.
He came in for Bledsoe, and he didn't look great early on. Should they have been disqualified from the playoffs? Yeah,
well, I get it. We've come up with a lot of NFL examples, but I'm saying, like, even in college, like, college is supposed to be, the ultimate. Like, everybody just gets so pissed about the proness of this, and I don't like how it's amateurism, and I don't like how it's lost some of that. It's like, okay, so these guys go out there and they actually do something that's supposed to be, like, honorable in sports. Like, you don't let your injuries wear you down. You do. You do get through the adversity of it. And it's like, yeah, but we want better TV ratings. So Alabama.
Right.
So, like, it's like it's all these pundits like Feinbaum talking out of both sides of their mouth. Because that he hates NIL because he's Feinbaum.
Right. It's just amazing at how, no matter how you look at this, right? You can say, and then here's what I hate. Here's what I hate. Okay? Because they'll say, well, we don't care about any of that. We want the four best teams. At no point in time, 0 point in time, could you tell me that when Cincinnati made the playoff, they were one of the top 4 teams in the country? Can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, but look, there's going to be years that it's tougher. I get it. Like, there's going to be years where this is going to be a tougher decision on this, why they're expanding it, right? But I just think that this is a really piss poor example because you feel bad for Alabama and you feel bad that your beloved SEC fans won't have anybody to cheer for. That's what it comes down to. That's all it comes down to. There is no other answer about that. And don't tell me about best team. Don't tell me about this. All you're going by is
right. They come up with new rules to justify what you're doing, and they should just be honest with it.
It's a complete justification for bull bleep. That's what it is. And I don't want to hear it any other way. Like, forget other years. This year, very clearly, what you did was, we can't have we have an out. We found some excuse, some loophole,
right?
So we can get an SEC team in, and it's because FSU's quarterback got hurt. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I would figure that you be proud of the maneuver that they made, being that you do it every day with me.
No, what I'm proud of is I'm trying to be very neutral here, even though I hate all parties involved, which is the NCAA, Alabama, and FSU. I really think all three of you can go to hell. And I'm just going to be seeing who the Canes get in the transfer portal today, dog, because we got the Rutgers Bad Mama Jamma Mowers Bowl.
Well, what was the title of the bowl?
Something pinstripe Yankees,
Bad boy
Bombers, Bad
mowers,
Bowers.
pinstripe
Yeah, bowl.
bowl.
Yep.
Bad Man Jamma?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Take a quick break. Take a quick break. Back after this.
1, 2, 3, time to get into Hawk and Crowder's wheelhouse.
3-1 Islanders lead on the board. Makeup left to right across your radio. Pass far wing. Has Verhaeghe. Cross ice looking for Benefit. Up the right side. Bennett and Pollock get wrapped up near side of the ice. Verhaeghe to Kachuk. A shot. He scores out of the right circle. And Matthew Kachuk gets the Panthers back to within one.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get a little cat talk here. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink
of your Florida Panthers.
Oh, cracking one open, Frog Boy. That one is for the webbed feet right there. Panthers fall to the Islanders this weekend. They lose 4-3, and they'll be back in action coming up on Wednesday. Double
Why
action.
does everybody play on the same damn night?
I don't know. That's a good question, Leroy. It's a good question. Everybody's playing on the same. Feels like we have a little bit of a window here. You know, we could have had some. You know, one night for the Panthers, one night for the Heat. Let's just do them both on the same night. But that does leave Tuesday open for nothing but Hard Knocks, which is great. Which I can't, dude. Come on, Leroy. Just do me a favor. Let's just watch this episode, baby.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
Will next week's Hard Knocks be delayed?
Why?
Monday night?
No.
Why?
Oh, overnight. They're just gonna
gotta work harder, baby. Yeah. Quick turnaround. You think Liv Schreiber's gonna wait? No way, dude. I got a recording day. Because he's got to say things like below the equator. Because what if Mike McDaniel gets hit in the junk? You need that narrator voice to go below the equator.
And so since when is our waist the equator?
I don't know. That's Liv Schreiber. Yeah. Mike McDaniel.
Somebody said, "No man wants to get hit in the man jewels."
I can't wait for this episode. The best though was the preview at the end of the game though, when we find out Tua, he loves Silver Bells so much because Silver Bells slaps and Michael Bublé is a beast. Which I was thinking to myself because I was like,
we only know him from them bubble commercials.
I mean, I just feel like he has just been one of those things where it's like, hey, Michael Bublé, he steals Sinatra's stuff. That's normally what he does. It's what he's been doing. That's his entire racket is, why don't I just sing Sinatra?
Wait. You're not helping by calling it a racket.
It is a racket. But we can all, no. We can all agree Michael Bublé, he's running a racket. He's singing everybody else's songs.
No, he started off with his own stuff.
Get out of here.
Wait. Can I just say this? Can I say this? Christmas time, all the crooners.
That's fair.
Sing other people's stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. But Michael Bublé,
except for Mariah Carey, who will be number one again this year.
But Michael Bublé has been eating at Tony Bennett's plate for a long time. You know,
I can't name one original Michael Bublé song.
I can't either. He's just like, do you think that Michael Bublé still calls people dames?
You know who I used to get confused with the music? Him and Robin Thicke.
Yeah, they do kind of look alike, but Tua believes Michael Bublé is a beast. And
I haven't met you yet.
Who?
I just haven't met you yet.
That's not a Sinatra song?
I guess not. No.
No.
I searched it's the first single from Canadian singer Michael Bublé's fourth studio album.
He's Canadian?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No idea.
So it all makes sense now.
I had no idea.
I kind of give him less respect though. I thought he was like possibly from New York.
How old is he now? I feel like Michael Bublé's been running this racket for a long time.
Yeah, well, that was in 2009. That was his fourth album. He's 48 years old.
Jeez. Wow, he's 48.
Yeah,
he's been around for a minute.
Been around for a minute, Bublé.
Yeah, but that Feeling Good, that's the one that he stole. That really put him on the map. Now,
what other classics has he stolen? Witchcraft. Oh, it's a witchcraft.
Yeah,
that cuckoo witchcraft. Oh, that's the latest from Michael Bublé.
In other words, you picture him being in a smoke infested club in Vegas.
I feel like if Michael Bublé comes up to you, he's talking like this, man.
Really? No.
We got to really razz up the kids here. Why don't we do World on a String?
Crooners don't talk like that. Crooners don't talk like that.
Oh man.
You got to use your sexy voice.
Oh my God. Let's get to some more headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
No truck.
I got the Ford on a string. I'm singing on a rainbow.
Wow. So good.
Can we get Michael Bublé to do the anthem at one of these Dolphins games just to make Tua happy?
Ooh.
And then he goes right into Silver Bells.
Hey, wait a minute. They got Eminem to open for but
Yeah, that was cool.
that was cool on
That
the
was really
last
cool.
minute. That's
That was
why
really cool.
that's why they just played the music, by the way, folks.
Do you think Michael Bublé learns that Tua thinks he's a beast today? Does he think that's a big deal? Or do you think he's just like, who's that? I'm sitting here. Baseball's still the pastime. Yeah.
Well, does he live in Canada? Because if he live in
don't know.
Canada, he might not give a rat's ass about American football.
I don't know where Michael Bublé. I feel like he's probably doing a Vegas residency somewhere off other people's songs.
Did I just not say that?
I don't know.
I
So
just said that. I just said that.
Lashing out.
No, -1 for
'cause he's-
copycat.
what?
Oh, I don't know.
It's called the Michael Bublé.
You're taking on Bublé?
Yes, you stole my racket.
I think you're just doing this just because you're 1-2.
No. Oh, by the way, Marcos, your
Yes.
ass ain't getting away with that.
What?
So, wait. This is what sucks. Hey, I said, hey guys, I'm running a little late because I'm still waiting for my 8 o'clock appointment. No worries, Leroy. I get it. I'd be running a little late too if I was in last place. I said, it's week 1, Frog Boy. More like week 1 and 2.
That's a point.
Hey, okay.
Dade South says Tobin is man's boobs lay.
Point
He's
for
good.
Sorry, dude. I think he called me Prawn Rivera earlier or something like that.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. Let's hear a little bit from Tyreek Hill. Tyreek was asked about this 9-3 start for the Miami Dolphins and where things are right now. Here's what the Cheetah had to say.
It's all about, man, taking it 1 week at a time, man. You know, we know that each and every week is an opportunity for us, and that's how we're going to take it. You know, one step at a time. Continue to do what we've been doing all season. You know, practicing hard, playing for one another, and, you know, being deliberate. That's something that we say across this organization a lot. So that's what we're going to do, man. 9-3, it's a beautiful thing. And the way that this league is, you know, if you somehow get complacent, if you somehow, you know, start feeling yourself, it'll catch up with you fast. You know, so we got a great, you know, group of leaders on this team on both sides of the ball that has been in, you know, situations like this, you know, throughout their career. So I think we'll be all right.
Well, they're in a good spot right now, 9-3, with home game coming up Monday Night Football against the Titans, home against the New York Jets, home against the Cowboys, road game week 17 at Baltimore, and then finishing things up with the Bills at home. So 4 out of 5 at home to finish the season, Leroy.
This is a good spot to be in. It's a really good spot to be in when you got 4 or 5 at home, right? You made it through probably the most difficult stretches in your season because you were on the road so much. And so now you get to you get some consistency of being at home, being in your own bed, being able to do the extra work at your facility. You know, whatever you need to do, it's all there.
Last year when they were 8-3, they of course then went on to drop 5 straight with the West Coast trip against San Francisco and LA. Then they lost that really tough one in Buffalo. Tua getting concussed on Christmas, even though none of us knew he was concussed, and I apologize for saying that he ruined Christmas.
Okay.
And then we had to deal with Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater for the last 2 weeks.
You do tend to jump to conclusions.
I didn't know that he was concussed, and nobody else did either except for one guy on Twitter.
Can I just say this? Can I say this? That you watch a lot of sports, right?
Yeah.
And you pretty much have an idea of what your guys do, right? You know what Tua does, you know what Cheetah does, Waddle, you know what Christian Wilkins does. You've watched them for a long period of time. If one of them's not even close to it, is it safe to assume that maybe something might be wrong with him? Because you're not used to seeing this player play this way?
It wasn't obvious. Like, he was lights out, and then he started sticking up the joints. What if the Packers just made an
lights
adjustment?
out, and then he started throwing it crazy?
I didn't understand. One guy on Twitter knew. That's it. Don't blame me. I was not the only person mad at Tua.
So basically, you are rats off a ship at the first sign of adversity.
I wasn't rats off a ship. I was disappointed in the performance. I did not know he had a concussion. Nobody did, except for Finn's Ball 69. I think you guys need to take a look at this. He was right.
And now you have to come back and apologize for being a jackass.
I apologized when I realized he would concuss. I apologized that week.
I understand.
I apologized that week. But
I'm just saying something that's so out of character, right? Something's got to be up. You know,
it was probably strong saying that he ruined a holiday. I give you that. I probably didn't need
a holiday that he loves the most.
The most.
Yeah.
Couldn't even enjoy it because of you.
I mean,
you ruined his Christmas with.
I think it had more to do with his head health than my takes.
All right.
Samesies.
Can you give us a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call at 866-954-MORE.
I'm going to start this off by saying the last thing South Florida needs is more reasons for bad driving. The fog has been unbearable. You can't see.
Fog can kick rocks.
So be careful out there, because I'm guessing we're going to have some more tomorrow. And like I don't even know what advice to give other than be careful, because people just don't drive, right? So going over to the windowplex, the winds are really calm. I can tell without cracking my blinds. No shrubbery is moving. It is 5 to 10 miles an hour coming out of the west, and it is partly to mostly cloudy and maybe about 80, 81 degrees.
Pretty good.
How do you do, Marcos?
Winds 8 miles per hour coming out of the west, just like you said. It is mainly cloudy, mostly cloudy, I should say. 85 degrees though, which is
what?
Yeah, right.
Holy smokes! What happened last week? It was beautiful.
Yeah, that's coming back though. And based off of what I'm seeing here, the low is going to be 67. Tomorrow's low is 58. Followed by Wednesday, the high being 71 and the low being 53.
Oh, you know what that means.
Brisk bonfire nights.
You know what that means. Here come all the Boca people with
all
their
them boots.
Oh,
boots out.
Boots will really be on the ground.
Monday night game, the low is going to be 62, high 75.
Take a quick break. Get back into this NFL weekend. What were the surprises coming out of this weekend where the Dolphins stand tops in the AFC, although they do got to wait on the Jags tonight against the Bengals. Back out to this.
Time for South Florida Lexus dealers' 15 minutes of game day uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experience amazing.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Marcos, turn off that stupid AC that you have next to your microphone, dude.
Well, my microphone wasn't even on.
Sure it wasn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll turn it off.
Marcos has a mini AC right next to his microphone. Not that I think it helps. He's like, doesn't it great? I'm like, is it?
It's pretty cool. Look.
Is that a heater?
No, just this little ice pack here.
It has an ice pack in it and blows air.
That's bro. Wait, that's bro science at its finest. Let's put some ice. Let's put some ice in front of a fan and see if it cools things off.
It's like something out of the Flintstones.
You guys are judging me right now, and I don't appreciate that.
Man, we are judging you. That's right. We are judging you. That's right. Miami Dolphins. This is great. There's a stat from Brett Bershizer from the Dolphins Media Relations Department. Tua, 18-4 all time in games that he has started at Hard Rock Stadium, including 14-1 in his last 15 games. The 818 winning percentage is the best home win percentage by any active QB with a minimum of 20 starts. The Miami Dolphins play 4 of their final 5 games at Hard Rock beginning a week from tonight. That's good. Listen, that's a good trend. That one loss, by the way, he was concussed, which I didn't know.
I would say this. There's 5 games left.
5. Yep.
I want to say
4-1's not ridiculous, Leroy. It's not.
It's not. It's not. But here's what I want to say: 4-1, 3-2. You might still be the 1 seed.
3-2 would put them at what? That would put them at 12.
But there's a lot of
12-5.
There'd be a lot of tie breaks, which I don't know if you.
Yeah, I was kind of perusing it yesterday. I was looking at Jacksonville. Jacksonville doesn't have the easiest schedule either on the way because they have control. If they win out, they're the 1 seed.
Correct.
Based, I think, on like.
Remember, I said that last week. I said before Cincinnati played last week, I was like, guess who's the number 1 seed?
Jacksonville closes. They got tonight, of course. They're 8-3. They got Cincinnati tonight at home. Then they go to Cleveland, host Baltimore, at Tampa, Carolina. And then at Tennessee. So,
well, here's the thing. Miami has a more difficult schedule. But are you still buying into Jacksonville yet? It's like, I want to acknowledge their record, but I'm not like.
I don't know how much better they are than the Texans, dude. I really don't.
That's right.
I really don't. I don't know how.
Like you're saying the same thing I'm saying that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're like. I don't think that they're that much better than the Texans. They got a little bit of. I mean, nobody gives the same criticism to them, but they lost to the Chiefs. They got thumped by the 49ers. I mean, killed by the 49ers. Which there's no shame in that, but nobody ever calls the Jaguars frauds. We're all just like, Jaguars are look at the Jags. And the Jaguars. And I get it. They won a playoff game last year, but it was against Herbert. I mean, he was going to blow it. You knew he was going to blow it.
How's that coach? There's no way that coach is there.
No shot. No shot. Although he gave up 6 points. Now, it was to Bailey Zappi, so, do what you will. But it was one of these things
they
where
only scored 6 points.
That's right.
Right.
But that dude's never getting the blame, dude. Herbert never gets the blame.
Nope.
That dude is Teflon.
Not as long as you got a bum coach.
Yeah, Teflon. He apparently is never. He's never going to be touched.
Again, you know why? Because then they would have to admit to being wrong.
Baltimore, they finished the season. Here are their last 5. Let's go all Francesa on your ass. Yeah, that's a little stuck. Host the Rams at Jacksonville at 49ers, hosting the Dolphins and hosting. That's a hard schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard schedule. And that's for the Baltimore Ravens?
Well, it's easier to say now that you have some record behind these teams. It's much more difficult to talk about how difficult a schedule is before anybody's played a game.
Yeah, but that's why it takes courage to do that. So when that's a loss at the start of the season.
It's just a waste of time.
No, it's not.
It's a waste of a segment.
Do you want to do it for the so would you acknowledge it's not a waste of time now? Should we do it?
I think that's what you're saying.
I don't have to. I just want to make sure it sounded like that's the direction you wanted to go, because I'll do that if you want.
No, I don't want to do it now, but I'm saying I can understand doing it now that you have some history behind what teams have done this year.
What if we didn't call it that's a win, that's a loss? What if we just called it a new game? We call it Final Five.
Oh, I like that.
Final Five.
Oh,
and we just say
no, because here you fraud. Because the second we do it, the Twitchers, the Twitter. I'll be damned if Leroy's not playing. That's a win. That's a loss.
No, we're not going to call it that though. We'll call it something.
Call it whatever you want. That's what it's called.
No, we'll call it Final Five. And Final Five. You just give me your record. Final Five.
Here's what I would say. Dolphins go 4-1. They'll be the 1 seed.
It would seem like that. Yes, I would agree with that.
You could possibly do it with.
Well, you're going to have and I would say you got to beat Baltimore, because Baltimore's right there. So you got to win that head to head.
Right. Correct.
But yeah, I think, and if you're gonna lose one, probably non-conference is the one. Like Cowboys at home is the one you would want to drop if you had to choose one to drop.
I want to beat the Cowboys because everybody been talking the same trash about.
Oh,
the Cowboys.
I get you.
They only have one win against a team with a winning record.
I get you. I'd want to beat the Cowboys, but if you're gonna drop one, that's the one you want to drop. It's non-conference.
Okay.
So which one do you think we're allowed to drop if it's 4-1?
I'd like to voluntarily. Would it be great if the Dolphins had it wrapped? It'd be great if you could voluntarily drop it and play like Mike White the final week, because you already have that puppy wrapped up.
Ooh. You ain't gonna have it wrapped up.
Oh, but what if they did though, dude?
There's too many. You're not gonna have it wrapped up.
We don't know with things. Listen, Final Five. Things can change.
You in the game. You're in the season with Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be in it.
Mm.
You ain't gonna have a chance to close it out. That last game might be for the number 1 seed.
Mm.
So no matter what happens before then, that last game is probably gonna be the most important game of the season.
You know who doesn't have a tough Final Five, Marcos?
Who's that?
The Chiefs. They don't have a tough Final Five.
Oh, of course, right?
In the Chiefs' Final Five, they host the Bills, go to the Patriots, host the Raiders, host the Bengals, and then at LA Chargers to finish the season. That's an easy Final Five.
It's an easy Final Five.
That's an easy Final Five, Leroy. We got to be.
They played Bethune 3 times.
Pretty much, yeah. But that
Wait. Let's be clear. We sitting here giving all this praise and talking about how easy their schedule is.
Mm-hmm.
They're the worst scoring team in the second half in all of football.
It's rough. Yeah, it's been ugly for them for sure. But you got to get. You know what you have to give them. You got to respect the championship know-how. You have to.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Florida State showed that same thing, and they're at home.
Well, unfortunately for KC, there's no style points. They just got to have the best record.
That's it. But we'll complain. We'll complain about wins, even in the NFL.
Final Five, though, for them, pretty easy.
Yeah, I would agree.
Come on, let's do Final Five.
Come on!
Not doing it.
Can I do it?
Nice try, though. You can do it.
All right, great.
You can do it.
Marcos, can I get some music here?
Oh, he's got it fired up. What are you talking about?
All right, Final Five. Miami Dolphins hosting the Tennessee Titans.
All right.
That's a win.
Woo!
That's a win.
They got.
Yep.
That's good. Monday night.
Next up, at home, hosting the fighting Tim Boyles or Trevor Simeons and not Aaron Rodgers' Achilles against the New York Jets. That's a win.
That's a win.
So in the Final Five, you've already eaten 2 slices of pie.
Pecan.
Then if we deck the halls and fa la 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 on Christmas Eve, Noche Buena.
Whoa.
For the Miami Dolphins at home is the Cowboys. And if we're going to open one present on Noche Buena, it's going to be an ass kicking of Dak Prescott. 3-0 in the final five. 3-0 in the final five. And then they venture to Baltimore. And you may say, come on, Tobin, don't do the thing where you're like, oh, they're going to win every game. I understand. Here's the thing, though. Tua has dominated Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
Basically, the last time they faced Lamar Jackson, he had that big lead, and then they screwed the pooch. And Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill, what we didn't know was going to be a revolution in Dolphins football, really started off with those two in that game. Kevin Harlan was on the call.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, but you don't think that I'm going to start my New Year's off or finish off my year the wrong way and on the wrong foot. New Year's resolution is another win for the Miami Dolphins in the final four. They have taken the first four in the final five.
Wow.
Yep. And then finally,
last
game of the season in the final five.
Okay.
You might want to just call us Thanos, okay? Because we got all the Infinity Stones, dude. And that bum Josh Allen is going down. I got the Dolphins 5-0 in their final five. 5-0! 5-0, dude!
Wow. This was so much better than that.
Yeah, it was way different.
Completely different, dude. Wow.
It's a shocker you have them going 5-0. I'm shocked.
Final five, dude.
Is there one you disagree with, though, in there?
When I say I'm shocked, not really.
But is there any? Did you quibble with any?
Yeah, nah, don't. It doesn't work.
Do you quibble with any, though? I just say, like,
I'm hip. I'm hip to your games.
Is there one that you question the most?
You ain't that guy. You ain't that guy. You can't get me out of this.
Just asking. I'm giving you your opportunity. The floor is yours for your final five. Take a quick break. Back after this.
It is hilarious.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Happy Monday out there, everybody.
Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
How was Jelly Roll last night?
Oh,
Guys, gotta say, the hype is for a reason.
Wow, he was that good.
I really enjoyed him. Yeah,
What was the crowd like? Were they hyped for him?
they were loving him.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
What's that?
like Jelly Roll donuts or something,
as
like
well.
jelly filled.
Not as
Okay.
well.
Just like
You already know.
sauce.
Don't
Game.
-1.
All right.
That was cool. Did you get to see Beach Birds or whatever that band is that you like?
Beach Weather?
Yeah, them. Yeah, did you like them?
I loved them, and I actually met them,
Oh.
and I was able to fangirl just a little bit,
Mm.
and they laughed at my face, but it was fine.
Are they British?
They're not British. They're from Arizona, actually. Well, at least the main singer is.
Are there beaches in Arizona?
Yeah.
Good
Arizona.
ones?
Crazy.
I feel like there's nothing out there but Gila monsters.
The
And
band
cacti.
is influenced by us because we have the best beaches.
We do have the best beaches. They get up there and they were like, "Oh, this is the greatest beach I think we ever been to there, love."
You're from Arizona, idiot.
I love that.
The Britain of the United States, you know.
Of course, yeah. That's what they call it, dude. I'm just
I
trying
will
to.
say the sound was a little off.
What do
It
you
was
mean?
bothering me.
Their sound was a little off.
I don't know if it was like the sound engineer that was. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Call out names, J-Fig. We're about accountability here.
What's up? What
I
were
don't
their
know who
names?
to call out. I don't know who to call out.
All right.
That's the thing you got to be careful with live concerts.
Last
Right.
year they had a great sound, so I don't know what that was about.
Probably one of little cheap skis this year, you know. Sometimes you gotta cut some corners, you know.
Or maybe Beach Weather's just got a bum sound. Who knows?
Whoa, whoa,
We don't know who to blame.
Oh,
Dare.
You said Jelly Roll sounded good. You didn't
That's
say
Well,
that
she's
about
on a
his-
different stage though.
Do they have their own sound
Oh.
people?
No, would they actually really mess with his set?
So what you're saying is you're kind of cranking up the excuse machine for Beach Weather. You're saying that
I'm not.
they got the low rent set.
They actually had a smaller stage.
They weren't
Different
worthy
engineer.
of the main stage.
They are always worthy of the main stage.
I don't know.
Didn't seem like it.
Did Jelly Roll do that God's a Favor song?
Oh,
The only time.
Yeah.
oh,
Yes, he did.
Did he do
I actually heard it and I thought of you.
Did Lainey Wilson show up? Did he do a song with Lainey Wilson?
She did not show up. No, I'm sorry.
They don't do collabs at.
Why not?
If she's in the area, I wouldn't see why not. But no.
Yeah.
You know who was there?
Who?
Ivanka Trump
Really?
wow.
on
All right.
Saturday.
Who did
It was
she
very
want to
random. She went to see the Black Keys, actually.
All right.
Oh, sweet.
There you go. All right. Sounds good. Maybe she messed with the sound. You ever think
How
about
many,
that?
how many people did she have?
Wow.
How many
Nice.
people did she have around her?
You know what? What's crazy, Leroy, is that I was coming from the main stage pit to see my friends backstage, and
Your friend's Beach Weather.
Nah.
no,
Oh.
just other friends.
I'm
And I
friends, though.
didn't notice that there was a bunch of people in front of me
Huh.
because I just thought, oh, that I see some people from the Black Keys. That's them. Okay, I've already met them. I don't need to go around
Wow.
that circle. As I'm sprinting to my friends and galloping or whatever,
You got armbarred.
no, I noticed that people were like, Jennifer, stop, and I'm like, what are you talking about? When I finally turn around and notice it's Ivanka Trump, and then I see, I'm like, that makes sense because there's a lot more cops here than there was before. There's a bunch of Escalades lined up and everything, and
It was not for the Black Keys.
it's not for the Black Keys.
Interesting. All right.
Did you
Sounds
go
like it
to the
was-
Celsius bar?
Yes, I did actually.
Oh.
I wasn't
any-
able to post anything. I didn't have really good signal yesterday, but I got some footage of it.
All right. Anything cool? Any new flavors?
I did see one. I forgot the name of it, but I had to have the.
Was it Jelly Roll Vibe?
Oh, he was a vibe.
He was the vibe.
He was.
No,
a
I
vibe.
had the one that tastes like an orangesicle, whatever.
Fantasy
Oh, yeah.
Vibe.
Fantasy.
That's one of
That
the
was good.
greats.
That was
All
good.
right. Sounds like it was a fun weekend, other than you calling out beach weather for stinking up the joint.
They did not.
That's what you just said. That's what you said. That's not what I
I'm
said.
not
That's what you
blaming it
said.
on them. And
Your words, J Fig.
no, you're twisting my words.
So you're
okay?
blaming it on our company, is what you're saying.
No, I'm blaming it on whoever was
Wow.
behind the
Could you
board.
imagine-
Words mean
Man.
words.
So what you're saying is, as the author of the Odyssey Miami newsletter, is you're going to call them out in an article saying you messed up beach weather sound.
Oh,
Because it's one or the other. It's one or the other. You have to call out one. Is it our company or is it your favorite bands? Call one out.
Let's see. Like, I don't know. Was it their sound engineer or was
You
it
tell
someone that
me.
we
You're the
hired?
author.
Journalism.
You're the author.
I
You
will
need to
investigate and I will bring it up in the newsletter.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
I'm going to follow up on this, by the way. I don't think it's going to be one of
Okay.
these things I forget.
I will ask tomorrow.
And you're going
Did
to
you
have to
wear-
have.
Jennifer, did you wear boots?
You know what? Okay, so the first night I wore Nikes.
Yeah.
You know, Nikes are very comfortable shoes.
People say
My
that.
feet were hurting by the end of the night.
Mm.
Yesterday, I wore my favorite black boots that you guys love laughing at me about.
Mm-hmm.
Never felt anything.
Wow.
But
But maybe
maybe
that's just because
Comfortable.
maybe that's just because you're so used to the boots and
Yeah.
your feet were probably like when they were in sneakers, like, what the hell is this? Comfort?
I've heard that boots are
Comfort.
made for walking, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what they
They
say.
were made for walking.
That's just what they'll do.
One of these days, dude.
Okay, we'll walk all over you.
Who would have thought though, Marco's beach weather stunk up the joint, huh?
Not believe that, dude. That is
Pretty crazy. That's
I
pretty
expect
wild.
things for them on the beach. It seems like they'd be in their element. Didn't do well, dude. Did not do well.
Man,
Got to write a ticket. Absolutely have to write a
I
ticket.
ain't gonna write a ticket.
man, she is calling out everybody today. Anybody else you want to call out?
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not allowed.
The damage is done. I mean, you're already here. You're already
Get the
saying
island noodles. I need to know if you had any island
I
noodles.
didn't, but I had mini sliders that they had in the cabanas, and they were really good.
Oh, cabana. Look at me. Look at me.
By the way, did you see that? People are blaming Taylor Swift all of a sudden because the Chiefs, they can't score anymore. She shows up there at Lambeau yesterday.
Oh.
Stink up the joint.
So when she was showing up the rest of the times,
Mhm.
they were winning,
Yeah.
and then they were saying that whenever she was there, they would win.
Mm.
She misses a couple games because she's on tour. She comes back, they lose one game. Now
Tough,
you're gonna
right?
blame her for that too?
I don't know.
You're
I mean,
damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So
that's kind of what I'm saying with beach weather. Like you either have to blame
No!
beach weather, or you have to blame the engineer. So you have to pick one or the other. Who are you going to
Oh my
blame?
It was not that
So-
because I can hear Nick Santino's voice, and it was perfect.
Who the hell is Nick Santino?
The lead
no
singer.
His name is Nick Santino?
That's
Yep.
not a real name.
That's not a real name. Yeah, that's a stage name. Yeah,
No, that's his real name.
Nah.
You sure?
I'm positive. I've
Nick
been
Santino, the lead singer. He's cousins with the Giants quarterback.
That's different. That's DeVito. Different guy.
Oh, that's yeah. You're right. My bad. Are you sure it's not Nick DeVito? Is that who's
You know
the?
what? Do your research. Do your
Oh.
research, okay?
Nick
Yeah.
Santino sounds like he'd be on Love Is Blind.
Yeah, Love Is Blind. When they say like, "Oh, what is your profession?" Model. Like, all right.
Have you guys heard of Golden Bachelor? By the way, it's been all the rage recently.
Nick Santino wears that hat all the time.
Does he?
Does he wear a hat, or does he usually go hatless? Why does he look like he's wearing Greg Olson?
Are you Googling?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
looking
got
at him right now. Nick Santino.
Look
He
at
looks
this
like
guy.
he's wearing Greg Olson's toupee. But I do give Greg Olson
By
props.
the way,
Greg Olson's
I can't wait.
That's from back in the day. That
I
he just-
can't imagine that they did that commercial
Mhm.
without laughing.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Because it does look like he's wearing a piece.
Right. Oh my god.
Everybody
When he
says
pulled
it.
this- when he pulled this hat, oh my goodness.
Props to him for laughing at it, but he's definitely wearing a toupee.
Oh,
An old school toupee. Good for him. He's on television now. He's not about to get his job taken by Tom Brady.
I mean, he basically need to call old boy from Chicago because he went from bald to a full head of hair in like 3 weeks.
Crazy. Yeah, Tom Brady had the ultimate comeback. It was a wild one.
No, what about the linebacker, Urlacher?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of bald,
Hmm?
you see this LeBron James getting into it with Ime Udoka?
Oh,
Should have
yes.
I gotta tell you, with Ime Udoka, Can you talk like that if you're a professional coach?
Oh, so you saw the leaked transcripts of whatever was
No,
said?
I did not see leaked transcripts. I heard the sound.
Oh!
I heard the sound of him calling LeBron a bitch. And I don't think that's very becoming of a head coach.
Yeah.
And then saying, you're soft, you're not going to do anything to LeBron James.
Yeah.
Is a coach allowed to do that?
This guy's crazy, dude.
I mean, I realize he's nearly the age of LeBron James. LeBron's only a couple of years younger than him. But, like, can a coach do that?
Unprofessional. Eric Spoelstra would never.
I don't think Eric Spoelstra. No, there's no way Eric Spoelstra has ever called a player that word.
Yeah, even if he feels that way.
Even if he feels that way. Even if he wanted to call Lance Stevenson that word, he did not. He did not say it to him. Is a coach allowed to do that? He got kicked out of the game. The referee kicked him out.
But it wasn't like
Ime got kicked out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't call LeBron James that as a head coach.
But did he get kicked out after he said that or before, and then he said it on the way out?
Oh, no. The ref heard him say it and said, you're out of here.
Wow. All right.
I mean, like, I get it. Ime Udoka is known as like the tough coach, and he will yell at his players.
When what has happened to him, he maybe ought to take a break.
I just was like,
Leroy, are you okay?
Yeah, are you all right, dude? You doing like some
this
stretches?
for more than a segment.
This keeps falling off, and I'm gonna fall back.
So is that what we've been hearing, huh?
Looked like he hit the eject button real quick. I saw the exchange. That was LeBron, honestly, I feel like LeBron didn't even say anything that was that bad. He's like, hey, chill out with, we're all grown.
LeBron, well, that's a known thing. LeBron does not like being called the B word. Not that anybody does, but like he apparently it's a big trigger for him. Like if you call him that, the only times he's lost it on people is they call him that word. And Ime Udoka is sitting here calling him that, and LeBron's telling him, LeBron's being the more mature one. He goes, hey, we're being a little loose with that word right now.
Yeah.
And Ime Udoka, according to this leaked audio, he says,
fire.
soft ass, what are you going to do about it? B word? I'm like, jeez. Hit the showers, Ime.
Give him a 2-piece, and then we got action.
Jesus. I'm like, you can't talk like that when you're a head coach. Like, I just think there's some ground rules. I don't know.
I also give LeBron credit for not snitching after. I would have snitched in the interview after the game. I think LeBron's like, oh, we were talking about Thanksgiving. You know how they do. I would have been like, he cursed at me.
Real SDI says LeBron was being a B. Ime was right. He's all talk, no walk. I get SDI. Let's just say LeBron was acting like a little B. Okay, fine. You're still a head coach, though.
Yep.
Like you're a head coach. There's got to be some ground rules as a head coach. Like you think LeBron? I don't know. Do you think Pat Riley's ever said that to somebody on the court as a coach?
Nah.
No, definitely. He said it to his players in practice. We know that. In practice, he said that. But has he ever called an opponent the B word?
That's a controlled environment.
Right. Has he ever called an opponent the B word? I can't imagine.
I think differently, but
anyway, take a break.
You can't go there.
Take a break. Back after this.
spring, I listening in the lane. Snow is glistening.
Tua's favorite.
Beautiful sight. We're happy tonight.
Michael Bublé.
Walking
Not his favorite song, though. He said that was Silver Bells, which I was a little surprised by. It's a bit of a utility player as far as Christmas carols go.
It slaps.
It's, I mean, it's no Rudolph.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's not.
That's his opinion.
It's not It's not Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, that's probably the best one, right?
That's my.
I love Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah.
Silver Bells is sweet. It's like it's.
Yeah. You know what?
You know.
Is Silver Bells even in the top 10?
I don't think so. I was a little surprised.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, for sure. She has some
Or,
explaining to do, but it's a good one.
That's a Jackson 5 song.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she does have explaining to do. She, her and Pops were into some role play. That's it.
I don't know.
Kids just mind his own business.
The kids should have been upstairs sleeping. Just because mommy and daddy were hoing.
Whoa. What? It's my first year doing that, huh? I don't know what to do. Should I dress up? Will he even remember? No one knows.
Hey, this fall sports season is here. So is our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway. We got a chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's. To watch it all, enter online now at WQM's contest page. Submit your entry. If you win, you can go to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood with your gift card and spend the day watching your favorite teams. All on us, Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Let us get to our headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Talking about this Dolphins win today, 45-15 over the Commanders. You got Tyreek Hill. He was asked if this is his best season ever. He is almost to 1,500 yards through 12 games. Insane pace. He could break the record. Him and Tua basically put that in the books in 3 throws yesterday, which was awesome. And here's Tyreek on if this is his best season.
Yes, I believe I am having my best season. Even if I didn't have the numbers, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm doing a great job of, being in the right spot for the quarterback and making sure I'm doing a great job blocking and just understanding this whole offense. I think this past offseason, I really had a chance to just look back and just understand my mistakes from last year. And I took it head on, because I'm the type of player, I put a lot of accountability on myself. And I feel like as one of the leaders on this team, I just had to step up and be better. Obviously, the stats look good last year, but there was a lot of room for improvement, for myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to settle for that. I feel like I can be a whole lot better. So that's just me just believing in myself.
It's pretty wild that having that claim in the offseason, because listen, love Tyreek Hill, but he does say a lot of whoppers, just throw stuff out there sometimes. But that whole I'm going to go for 2,000, that was genuine. And I can't believe that this is a real thing, that this guy genuinely feels the most unstoppable that he's ever felt. And that this guy and Tua, they have a legit chance to hit this record. It is awesome. Chasing history, Leroy.
And I want to see him do it because I want to, like I told you in sports, I want to be the guy to say I saw history.
I feel like it, and
that's the fun thing about sports.
It feels very much too like the Dolphins fueling this for Tyreek.
Absolutely.
Getting the best competitiveness out of him to try and chase this record.
I promise you, if he was in Kansas City, the only thing that we'd be talking about is Patrick Mahomes.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. It's odd. And that's the thing that's odd about it is he has come out here and he's been such a staunch supporter of his quarterback even before they even played a game together, and he has to do it again. But it's great for him. Look, I think it's interesting from this debate. The MVP, should it be opened up to more positions? I think we've seen absolutely look at what Patrick Mahomes is going through. It's very clearly important for elite quarterbacks to have guys capable of getting open. You don't want to have nothing but lobster claw hands out there.
Who was the last non-quarterback to win?
I think AP. I think Adrian Peterson.
Was it Adrian Peterson?
I think it was Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
I think it was Adrian Peterson.
I was thinking Marshall Faulk.
I think him, and then I think the only guy who came close recently was Derrick Henry.
Right.
And
He
was the last one in 2012.
There's only one defensive guy that ever won it.
Who is the greatest football player of all time?
Oh, Lawrence Taylor.
Tyreek Hill? No, he's good. Cheetah's good. He's no Lawrence Taylor.
That guy is not calling him Cheetah.
No.
That guy.
But Damian Thomason won it in 2006. Sean Alexander in 2005.
Wide receivers never won it. A wide receiver has never won
Never won it. No.
So there is part of that that's cool too.
The closest guy was Jerry Rice.
It is a cool thing that he gets to do. It just sucks that it feels like Cheetah's greatness takes away from Tua's greatness. And I think it was said like yesterday, the Dolphins had a good tweet where it was like, separately they are elite, together they are unstoppable, which I thought was kind of goosies.
The other thing is that we act like he only throws it to Tyreek. Right? He spreads the ball.
Yeah. It's just that when he throws it to Tyreek, Tyreek's gone.
Dude. I can't imagine. Like,
he's just so
I'm watching
open.
him run away from the DB and my hammies get tight.
He's just so open. And now that Achane looks like he's healthy. You get a little stretch run with Devon Achane back. And they have a running back with 16 touchdowns.
And it ain't Achane.
And somehow Achane's played like 4 games and he's almost at double-digit touchdowns.
Jeez.
That sucks. Yesterday, I know we were trying to just get the game over with. But essentially, we're handing the ball off to a starting running back the entire time.
But can I tell
they trying to get him when they do that, Marcos?
Yeah.
They're basically trying to get him back in game shape.
Yeah, and it worked.
So it's not a matter of they want to get him some work in so he can get caught up. So,
but did anybody feel the way that I felt yesterday when Sam Howell scores that touchdown to make it 38-15? Part of me was happy because I was like, yes, Tua gets to play more.
Did he go in after that?
No. What? No, he went out for one more. He went out for one more.
Okay.
Went out for a little more. They brought in Mike White. Mike White got to do a little mop up there at the end, but the mop up probably could have come a lot quicker if the Commanders didn't score that touchdown.
Right.
Feels like it, but I was like, oh.
I mean, were you really worried that they were going to come back?
It's not a matter of worry. I just like watching Tua. I like them doing fun stuff. I don't want to watch Mike White.
Right.
So if you keep it within, I don't want to say striking distance, but if you keep it at like, oh, a collapse could still happen, that means Tua has to play, which means
at 38-15. What's wrong with you? you know you lying.
He only got one more drive.
Okay, yeah. I mean, what do you do with Tyreek though? If you're a defender, what do you do? Because if you try to play, and here's the problem. If you try to rough him up at the line of scrimmage and get beat and then play somebody over the top and he runs a crossing route, now he beat 2 people, right? Or somebody else is going to be open.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do all that, that means that Achane or Mostert are going to be one-on-one with a linebacker because you can't waste the safety on them. It's tough. It's tough to even come up with a game plan. My guess would be that if I'm a defensive guy, I would blitz the hell out of him to just speed it up. But he already gets rid of the ball in 2.1 seconds.
Yeah.
So if you don't get there, you're really toast.
Al Macco says exactly. Keep it under 21 so Hill and Tua have to play more. That's what I'm saying, dude. Just want to keep it a little more just so I can see him a little bit more. Really? I don't want to see Mike White
until somebody gets hurt for playing garbage time.
Well, that there is that downfall, but I just don't think they're going to get hurt.
Okay, nobody thinks they're going to get hurt, right? It just kind of happens.
I just don't want it to end. Like I watch these guys, and like it is like football drugs watching them throw the deep ball together. Like I just need it. I'm feeling like I need to see it more and more and more. And when it gets taken away from me and I have to see Mike White, I'm just like, no disrespect to Mike White, but as I've said, I wish him no success.
But you kind of disrespecting Mike White.
But I'm not disrespecting. Like I just wish him no success. Like I want
true.
I want Tua to be out there doing Tua things, and like Tua just keep putting up video game numbers. Like I wanted a 50 burger yesterday, and I feel like I was deprived of that. I only got 45.
Really?
Yeah.
Ain't great. Really? Look, with those 45 points, the Patriots could have won 3 games.
Oof.
Think about that.
The Patriots need to ask. They got to ask Raheem Mostert. Hey, can I borrow one?
Yeah.
Can I borrow one?
All they
please?
need was one.
Just one. Mostert. Can we have one?
I can't remember what defender it was recently, but it was one of the Patriots safeties or something like that. Post game was meeting up with Saquon Barkley in the middle of the field, just your normal handshake. I think he said he got caught on the microphone saying, "You lucky we ass," and then just like shook his hand and left. Even the Patriots players know that like there's no hope here, dude.
Nah,
There
there's
really
no
is
hope. There's no hope. It's great to watch. They deserve every piece of this.
Yeah,
they deserve every piece of this.
Normal people want healthy players for the playoffs. You want your guys to play all the time.
It's just so much fun, Leroy. Don't you want the fun
do
to never
you-
stop?
Are you thinking small? And you should be thinking you want the games to be out of hand so they don't have to play.
I mean, just within strike, I wanted to go out there and like if it's 38-7 and then it's over, like I don't get two more Tua drives.
You ready for this one? Smith Smolik says Patriots have scored 47 points in the last 5 games.
Jeez.
We scored that in 3 quarters.
Crazy.
God.
Platinum Store says, you guys hear Tannenbaum saying Tua has no talent? Bro, the guy's sitting up there on television trying to tell you who the Dolphins should and should not take. I saw him yesterday. He said, "Oh, Tua's no athlete." I'm like, "Oh, really?" He just eludes a guy, shimmy shakes a pass rusher willy-nilly to find a 3rd down throw. Not impressed.
Was Peyton Manning athletic? Was Tom Brady athletic? I mean, athletic. I would consider an athletic quarterback Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, even Josh Allen, right? Like those guys are athletes. But do you have to be an athlete or athletic to play quarterback? But you have to be smart and have a hose.
There are just some bums that need to pipe down, and they won't because they're going to be, they'll still give them the platform on Jet Up.
They don't want to be wrong, so they will fight. They will fight it till the end.
But Hurd and Tannenbaum and the guy we bleep out at the top of our Tua, these bums just you know who it is. These bums just need to pipe down. No more from them. No more Tua on them. Okay, if you went into this season and you ranked Mac Jones ahead of Tua on any quarterback list, you should silence. Okay? Now is not the time for noise. Now is the time to shut up. You shut up. You shut up. And you would just enjoy.
That's funny coming from a guy saying, "I will not be muzzled."
That wasn't me. That was a guy at Port St. Lucie at the city board meeting.
How many times have you used that phrase, though?
It's a funny soundbite.
No. I mean, you personally.
I don't think I've ever personally said the phrase, "I will not be muzzled."
Oh, my God. Dude,
I don't think those words have ever come out of my mouth.
Why, when I have these conversations with you, you can not remember?
Find the tape.
I actually don't recall, to be honest.
I don't, because I haven't said it. So just you can do what you want. I mean, if you can find the phrase, but I've never said that phrase.
Okay.
What phrase?
I'm not going to let you take it because I know your tricks, Mark. Just like when you take me out of my Tyler Hero comments out of context.
Nope.
It's exactly like when I do that and you make a montage to make it sound like I berated Tyler Hero, even though I would never do that, saying things
because you do that and then
Hey,
other times
so
you
he's
just blame
still-
other people.
Was this ankle injury more substantial than we thought? Because he's not even moving around good yet. He's just shooting.
Leroy, it's the Heat. Do you think that that they were secretive about an injury? Of course they are.
Yeah. It just seems like a really long time.
But if it was Marcos, he'd be like, Witten sitting there waiting to cut up because I'd be like, people are saying Tyler Hero has glass ankles. Get out there, soft as Charmin Tyler Hero. But instead, he wants to sit here and he wants to cut it up to make it sound like I said that, even though people are just saying this on Twitter.
Who are these people? I want to
I'm
see the
just
receipts
telling you
of
right
who's
now.
actually saying this.
I don't want people to
Seems a
do
lot
that
like it's
because
you.
I love watching Tyler Hero play basketball, but people are out here and they're saying, "Hey, Tyler Hero,
What
can
do
you
you
drink?"
mean, people?
People, dude. People are out here. They're saying, "Tyler Hero, drink some milk."
His multiple
Tyler Hero, rub some dirt on it. They're not my multiple personalities, J Fig. People are out here and they're saying mean things about Tyler Hero, like, Tyler Hero, can you rub some dirt on and get out there? Tyler Hero, is this heat culture or weak culture? What are you going to do? What? And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Don't say that about Tyler Hero.
I want to see you defend him. Show me
My
the
guy,
receipts.
Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it right now.
You're not.
I'm saying don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, that's a real.
I'm not like you who's like hosing down my favorite band.
Oh, that's right. I almost
I'm
forgot
not
that.
hosing down my
Hose
favorite
them down.
band.
You said they
okay?
sounded. I think
Stop
you're.
twisting my words, okay?
I think you
See,
said that.
that's how he gets around it.
Exactly.
He just twists
He
somebody
throws it off
else's
to
word
me. No.
and passes it on to somebody else.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
am
not.
not the people that say these things about Tyler Hero, okay?
You sure?
I'm positive.
Because I'm
No, you
pretty
say-
sure you. I don't know, but I'm not saying those things about Tyler Hero. I love watching Tyler Hero play basketball, but people will go out there and they'll say the craziest things, like, you know, Tyler Hero got the toughness of a figure skater. You know, like it's just crazy to me. Why would you
comes
say
up with
that?
these things?
I don't know. It's wild to me, man.
Wow. You know what? Can I just say this?
Hmm?
It's literally almost embarrassing that you could think of something like that and then try to pass it off on somebody else so you could get your little sneaky.
I'm not being
statement.
embarrassed. I'm just telling you the things that I see people saying. I don't appreciate it. You know, I don't like when
If
people
somebody
say that.
said that, you would
Oh,
have
us.
flashed it up and defended Tyler if you were defending Tyler.
I am defending Tyler. Don't say that about him. Take a break. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Tyler Hero's a fraud. Tyler Hero, soft as Charmin. Never going to be a big time basketball player. Tyler Hero cares more about fashion than basketball. Tyler Hero isn't even as good as Cork Maz. Tyler Hero is a charlatan bum.
WQAM.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy.
I'm surprised I knew that song.
What's the artist?
I don't know.
Juice Newton.
Juice Newton.
Yeah, I would never guess that.
The name of the song is Queen of Hearts, though, right?
Oh, there you go. Half a point. Are we doing trivia? What's going on? Don't get me excited. I don't know what just happened here.
Whoa, chill.
Got it. Tobin, the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time. Go.
Jingle All the Way.
No, it should be though, right? Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
I know Bam was asking the other day. He said he was on Twitter asking if Home Alone is a Christmas movie, and I'm like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's actually the second highest grossing.
The second highest.
Guess the first one.
I got it right.
You got it partially right.
I got it right.
No,
you got it partially right.
What? But I gave bonus information that was wrong. But I got the movie
exactly
right.
Partially right.
Yeah, partially right.
The Grinch.
You Googled it right now. I saw your phone.
I saw your eyes. You
no.
You fraud.
Look at his face.
Looking at
Please.
Mike Perry. He's calling out Jorge.
Please. No, we know you.
I'm not doing it, dude. Why would I look that up?
It's the wrong Grinch, though. I bet you got the wrong Grinch.
It's
not the one with the Jim Carrey. No, it's the one that came out in 2018.
That's the highest grossing of all time. The remake.
What the hell is that?
Huh. I wouldn't have thought that.
Makes no sense to me.
Is that like inflated numbers? Is that like because of just the ticket prices?
But it could be, yeah. I mean, it goes by sales. Still, the numbers go Grinch from 2018, Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, and then Grinch from 2007. Very strange.
Which is the
best one. My son has to do he has to do a performance of the Grinch later on this month.
Oh,
I think that the teacher got the lyrics wrong.
What?
And he's like yelling at me saying I got the lyrics wrong. Okay. Like I was like, oh, you should he's like, because he has to practice every day.
Yeah,
it's like part of his homework. And I'm like, I think your teacher put the lyrics out of order, dude. And he goes, no, the Grinch, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And so, like, there's a lot of verses to that song. You may not remember this, J-Fig, but there is.
Oh, I know.
And I'm pretty sure that she has the lyrics in the wrong order, but I can't tell this to my son.
Pull up the song.
I did, and he's telling me, no, this is the way they want it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're just wrong.
Okay. Maybe there's a specific. Is something canceled? Do we not know? Maybe
she just had the verses in the wrong order.
Does she speak?
So it's the same song, but the verses are just mixed up.
All the words are there, but the verses are mixed up.
Got it.
There's something, but I can't tell that to him. He won't listen to me.
Okay.
It's hard to do her research.
She was Ken Dorsey should be fired.
Why?
Guys, man, short leash. You can't mess things up like that. Somebody's got to take the blame. Right now, you're taking the blame. Right now, Tommy thinks it's
he
you.
doesn't want to listen to me. He's like, well, the YouTubes aren't right. I'm like, the YouTubes with the million views of lyrics aren't right?
I mean, if you're saying it's all the same words, they're just in different orders. I thought that maybe they tried to do like a kid version of it.
Nah.
Make it more
or
appropriate.
version, a quicker version of it, and they wanted to get that verse in before the other verse.
Maybe. I mean, like, who cares when you say that Mr. Grinch is a seasick crocodile? Mr. Grinch. Like, it doesn't matter.
Wait,
I guess.
Is he going to do the talking afterwards? I don't know why.
Yeah, I think he is going to do that. Do you think that Tua really hates the Grinch?
Yeah, but that song would be
Old Christmas.
Hey, Tobin, if they did the Grinch and he did the full song, it would be an extra 40 minutes.
Oh, it's a long dude.
Long.
I know. You're telling me. That's why I had this whole, everybody I think could know like the first couple of verses of the Grinch. We all know that, but no, they got like the full 6-verse one. I'm like, jeez, it's gonna be a long. But how do I bring that up if I think the teacher's wrong? Do I tell her? Do I have a parent-teacher meeting?
Tommy, because Tommy's looking for a reason to say you're wrong.
Huh. I think you just let it slide. You go to the performance and you heckle. That's the wrong one.
I mean, if they're all doing it wrong, then I guess it doesn't matter as long as they're all on the same page.
I told you, I think it might be they're trying to make the verses accommodate the play, right? Because it's a really long song.
I don't know.
It almost lasts the whole 30 minutes of the song, of the show.
Who do you think Tua hates more? The Jets or the Grinch?
The Grinch.
But why would he hate the Grinch? Why?
We'll find out on
Because tried to
Christmas Eve.
steal Christmas.
Oh, you like the Grinch because he made a turnaround?
She likes the Grinch because he's like the goth of Christmas.
Yeah, it's true.
Even after what he did to that little bitty dog.
I love the Grinch. That is my favorite.
Even though
movie.
you saw what he did to that little bitty dog by putting that big ass sleigh on him.
Yeah, he tortured Scooby.
Yo, I'm surprised Peter hasn't spoken out.
You know what?
Even though it was a cartoon.
Let's stop.
I don't even know you anymore, J Fig. You're sitting here, you're hosing down
Whoa,
engineers.
whoa, please
You're
stop
sitting
it.
here and you
And you
root for
love
the
the
Grinch.
Grinch.
My
You know what
favorite
it is?
singer is in that movie.
That's exactly
Who?
what it is.
Cindy Lou Who.
Who
Go
plays-
search how she looks now.
Is Cindy Lou Who Taylor Swift?
Taylor Momsen, actually.
Who is Taylor Momsen?
Taylor Momsen.
Is she
Just
the
search
goth
her up.
version of Taylor Swift?
Search her up and
Oh,
you'll see how
she is
goth it
goth.
really is.
Oh my god. She like only wears black eyeliner now.
That's a far reach from Cindy Lou.
What's her number one hit? Shake It Off or Don't? Who cares? Whatever.
Okay.
It's a long title.
That's why she's not as big. That's why she's not as big a star.
She's writing songs like the Grinch.
Exactly.
Look, don't make fun of her. Don't come for her.
She was made fun of relentlessly at school, which is probably what sparked her
Tiny,
change.
isn't she?
She's tiny?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
As a child,
Well,
she
she
was
looks
sure.
taller than she actually is. I just saw her height. She's 5'8".
Oh,
She's taller than me. So
All right. We'll take a quick break.
Without your boots.
oh, you should see her with boots.
We'll take a
You think
quick
mine are
break.
tall.
Back after this.
Oh no.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Play a little all right. Oh no, here to close out a Monday. Just saw a report during the break, Leroy. How about this from ESPN's Diana Rossini? The Jets want to make a switch at quarterback. The team is leaning towards Zach Wilson to take over, but he is reluctant to be stepping back in, sources tell us. The team is discussing its next steps. Have you ever heard of that? A guy saying, no thanks.
Yeah. I mean, that's about how it would go when you trash. You know what I mean?
He's reluctant to step back in. Where's he going to go? They're giving him another shot, and he goes, I don't think so. Who do we got coming up? Let's see. Zach, I think we got the Dolphins coming up in a couple weeks. The team with Von Ginkel? No thanks. Let Tim Boyle go out there again. Sure, he won't throw a pick six for 99 yards this time. Crazy. He's reluctant to step back. I'm not just thinking to myself. I'm like, is he allowed to do that?
I mean, he ain't gonna be there after this year anyway. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
But like, can you like not pay him that week then? If a guy refuses to play, you want him to play and he refuses, can you dock him a game check? Like, how does that work?
Why? You've been trashing him all year. He's had enough.
Doesn't matter, dude. If he's on the roster and you want him to play and he refuses to play, can't you not pay him?
All right.
I don't know. I just have never heard of such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my all right goes to
a player can only take so much. You realize that, right?
He can also give so much too, and as in to give the football to the other team. My all right goes to Tua. I love him.
Right.
So good at throwing deep touchdowns to Tyreek Hill. He's awesome. Lighten it up. Big time numbers. And I wish that everybody who wishes him ill, I wish them to go to hell. Tua, you're my all right. My oh no goes to FSU. Because them's the breaks.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
You are just being just rotten.
What do you got, Leroy?
All right. So I'm going to pull a Tobin and give my oh no first. And it goes to me. Because I didn't think the Browns should bring in another quarterback. I didn't want an old ass quarterback to come in and try to save a team because, well, he's old. They signed Joe Flacco, right? And he was good. And I owe that man an apology.
Wow.
And
never thought I'd see the day.
Me neither. I apologize on Twitter. Wow. I said, wow, welcome to Cleveland, Joe Flacco. Right? I got some hope now. I don't know how much. I hope he doesn't have to order another check. But that's my oh no.
Oh no.
My all right. Listen. We can say we want about all these teams. But I got to tell you, there is no team that is more exciting than the Miami Dolphins. They're not. It's crazy. It's much must-watch television to see what way they're going to get you this week. Is it going to be Devon Achane? Is it going to be Mostert? Is it going to be Tyreek? Is it going to be Waddle?
Yep.
Right? What creative offensive play are they going to use? Not that Tyreek. By the way, Mike McDaniel, I appreciate what you was trying to do with Tyreek. We can put that one back in our back pocket. Right? We don't yikes.
He's gonna try it again at some point.
He is, but you gotta try it with somebody else. Because everybody already following Tyreek Hill all around everywhere they go. So you gotta do that with somebody else.
Achane's got it.
Achane, yep. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Achane and Mostert in the backfield at the same time.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'm watching some of these videos because I'm not noticing some of this stuff during the game. That Alec Ingold, he mauls people.
Mm-hmm. Woo, big boy.
Moose. Just
Big boy.
running dudes. And I got to tell you, I'll take an oh-no as well. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm sorry, Liam Eichenberg.
What?
That guy? No. That guy? Yes, you did get Teron Armstead hurt early in the year. That did happen. But really, it's kind of like the Chargers game. How long am I going to hold that over his head? That guy's been a Swiss Army knife. He's played like every damn position. Not terrible. He's been all right. He's been all right, Eichenberg. I'm sorry.
What year is this for him?
4?
Okay.
I think 4. Maybe it's 3. I'm not sure.
3? Can you allow for some growth or no?
Well,
because you kind of trash guys that just got into the league. And
I was watering that plant for a while and nothing was sprouting out.
Do they sprout right away? I mean, like you should feel so different because the Heat have had almost a quarter of their roster going through this every year.
Not Jaquez.
But he's also a first-round pick, and he went to college for 4 years.
Who cares, dude? He's so good.
Okay. Like, of course it doesn't happen, but he got drafted accordingly.
Year 3 for Eichenberg.
There's guys on year 3. His 3rd year in the NFL, you expect him to be a damn Pro Bowler.
I'm giving him props.
So we just going to forget about all the trashing you did to him.
Props where props is due.
Oh, my goodness. I still say this to this day. I am so glad that I didn't play football nowhere near you.
I'm giving Eichenberg props. What do you want?
How about beforehand, you give them a minute to kind of.
Oh, he got a minute, dude. He got a minute.
That is not in his nature.
It's not. I know it. I know I'm asking for.
You know what? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the only one who said things that other people didn't think about Liam Eichenberg. And now I have the cajones to apologize. I'm being a man about it.
You kind of, you see how you kind of bootstrapped to my apology. You know what? I got an apology too. Since we apologizing right now,
that's not fair.
You didn't come up with it on your own.
I apologize to the Swiss Army knife that is Liam Eichenberg.
We both apologize. Okay, me and you, we apologize together. Yeah, okay. There we go. Fraud.
J-Fig, what's your all right no today?
My all right goes to just in general being at Riptide. It was a good time, and it kind of felt like I was getting the band back together. I kept running into everyone who used to work with us, and it's been a long time since I've seen them, and it was really nice.
Well, they're kind of all rats off a ship, and now all of a sudden they want to come to the party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know who I ran into? Remember we went to the Panthers, to the Panthers day there. I ran into Jerron.
Oh, I see Jerron all the time at Heat games.
Yeah, no dreads.
Wait,
dude. I see Jerron all the time at Heat games.
You know why I always know? You know why I always stay in touch with Jerron?
Why?
We have the same birthday.
Oh, so the May 15th.
Yeah,
May 15th.
Yep.
What is your oh no, J-Fig? Other than the beach weather stinking up the joint.
They didn't do that. It wasn't their fault. My oh no goes to just not being able to get next to Jelly Roll.
Oh, no.
You know, your personal favorite. I was trying to get some footage for you, and I couldn't.
He had a big crowd with him.
There was a specific number that was able to meet him, and I was not in that number. Even though I had all the right passes and credentials, but it's okay.
He's got a hell of a life story.
He does.
Right? He does. Like, you feel good for a guy that he been through some stuff now.
He was preaching.
Well, yeah, it's like half his songs are preaching.
Well, yeah, but in between his songs.
You know, when he needs a favor, of course. The only time talks God. Marcos, why?
Because
tough crowd.
I only praise Eichenberg when he has a good game.
-1.
I want you to mark everything he's saying, okay?
But I'll call him a bum if he gets to a hurt.
Oh my goodness. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like you can't stop, can you? You can't stop.
It's so bad that I literally heard Tobin's voice as this man is singing the song.
So the Emmy Award, the Grammy Award winner is singing.
He hasn't won a Grammy yet.
Huh?
He hasn't won a Grammy yet.
He did.
No, he won a CMT.
Oh,
Or CMA.
Well,
whatever.
I think he's nominated for like 2 Grammys.
No, he's nominated, but he hasn't won yet. I just saw an interview he did with. I just saw an interview. I just saw an interview he did with TC. He's like, "That's the dream right there, Grammy." I was like, all right.
They don't even show his part. They like, is that country music artist of the year? Is that one of the things they do during commercial? Because they don't do like the big stuff.
Yeah, it feels like they have been cutting that.
Yeah,
we'll see.
You're the worst, Tobin. Like,
I apologize to Liam Eichenberg. Why am I? What? This is not fair.
All right.
Marcos? Apologize to Jelly Roll too.
Why?
Oh. You know why, dude.
You know why.
You ruined the song. Now we only think of you.
Somebody block him.
Okay. Could you imagine Tua coming back to the huddle, fix this helmet, and just start singing Jelly Roll? That would be the first sign of concussion protocol. Dude is cussing us out. Dude is cussing us out in song.
Sorry, Marcos. What do you got for all right? No.
My all right, strangely enough, is your oh no. All right to the Seminoles getting screwed over, dude. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of petty. Never above that. Too bad. So sad. Stop whining.
Oh well.
By the way, that would never happen to the Hurricanes. I'm just saying. If we were in the same situation, that would never.
I mean, it did happen to the Hurricanes in 2000 for the Seminoles.
Never, ever. Don't even think there's one time that it even remotely happened to the Hurricanes.
That's why no Hurricane fan feels bad for the Seminoles. They all remember 2000.
I had somebody tweet me the list, the year and the standings right before that.
I have an interesting. I know we're up against it, so I'll keep it quick. I have an interesting oh no.
Okay.
My oh no goes to Coach Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins, if I had to be honest.
Wow. Why?
I think yesterday's victory was kind of feeds into the narrative, dude. It is exactly what everyone's talking about. We don't really have the like mentality to really like step on their necks and really show that we're that elite team. I mean, if the line is set at 285 yards, you don't pull your quarterback at 280, right?
Oh,
the line is set at 11 and a half rushes. You don't pull him at 11. If it is set at 0.5 sacks for Bradley Chubb, you don't stop blitzing because you're up by 40.
You need help.
The hell are we? Can you imagine me looking at it? Oh, there's 12 minutes left in the game. All Tua needs is 5 more yards passing. Oh, we're just gonna pull him for the game now. Mostert 11 rushes to set at 11 and a half. Just one more rush, dude. Just one more.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine?
Sick man.
Oh, no. Could you imagine sweating bets with Marcos? You know who should hang out with Robbie.
Oh, it'd be great. Robbie, it feels like a black belt hanging out with a white belt. Like he's just teaching him the ways.
You know what sucks, dude?
And then you're gonna come on next time he comes to any event on Saturday or Sunday, he gonna have an iPad with a tripod.
Are you okay, Marcos? Will you be able to last? Are you gonna try and chase tonight in Monday Night Football?
Oh, it depends. Monday Night Football? No, I'm done till the next Heat game. That is if Jaime Jaquez can score more than 12 points, dude. What the hell is going on?
Oh my goodness.
Get off the app, man.
I had the over on the Haywood Highsmith rebounds, and he was out in 3 minutes.
What is that, dude? What was that?
All right, everybody. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Hey, we got your chance to win a photo op and an autograph from Panthers star Matthew Tkachuk on Saturday, September 10th. Oh, good. The squeaky chair is back.
I'm like, wow.
Leroy,
You don't understand, dude. Your chair, you sound like you're on a rickety boat.
You gotta oil that chair.
HBO,
They knew.
you're a dirty bitch.
Little easy on that, buddy.
What's up with your boy?
Hope you mother have a good day.